Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Thermaltake LMU series from Silverstone. What a fantastic racetrack. I am Sean Muller, and joining me in the box is the one and only Cameron Thistlethwaite. Top of the evening, Ferox. How are you, mate?
Oh, not too bad, Sean. Great to be here at Silverstone. I love this track, and it's going to be excellent. It's on a couple of hypercars and GTs. Going to be tricky with the traffic, but yeah, look, great to be here. Unfortunately, Jaden had to dip out, but I'm here and ready, primed and ready to definitely some chaos here at Silverstone.
Yeah, certainly looking forward to it. I believe it is our last round of the LMU series as well. It's been a fantastic series. We've seen some really increasing numbers as well, which is really good to see. And hopefully the next series, I believe we've got a summer series coming up as well with the LMP2s, which will be very exciting. So a big welcome to all our viewers. Hope you are having a fantastic Thursday evening. Sorry about my voice. I have literally just finished work. So a bit of a run to the box, but we are looking forward to having a cracking race. And the big question is, can Benefield do the clean sweep?
It's definitely been the man of the season with 5 straight wins out of 6, and definitely looking to seal that lucky number 6 for this round as well. He's done a few Grand Chalems. He's been on pole pretty much, I think, nearly every time as well. Pretty much led every lap. He's looking to do so as Grand Slams. Be interesting to go and see how GT fields go as well, because the points difference is pretty minimal in this series. We don't have the big point swings like we do in ACC. But it'll be interesting to see how those GT fields get on. And definitely Benefield is not safe at all. He can't just can't afford to cruise around out there right now.
No, certainly not with the likes of Flicker's Keys and that in the field. So got to keep the foot flat. So we're looking at one of the Ferraris there, one of the Vista, of course, Ferraris, looking very nice indeed out on track at Silverstone. Ooh, disappeared. Nice. So, of course, we've got a quali session coming up. Of course, it is all cars on track on their own. Unlike a couple of rounds ago, we had the entire field out on track, which was hilarious. So really interesting to see how we go this evening. I'm a big fan of Silverstone in any car, but especially in the hypercars. It's epic, especially through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel and Stowe. Awesome. And, of course, the best car on the track, the one and only Abbey.
Yeah, Abbey's great as well. I'm actually not too familiar with this track in Le Mans Ultimate. I'm not too sure, but I'm guessing we are using the old traditional, the original start straight on the run to Copse instead of the F1 style. So it will be familiar to anyone who runs ACC. It will be starting along the between Woodcote and Copse. Should be very interesting to see. Track limits. It'll be interesting to see, because track limits is always a bit of a tricky one at this track in ACC with the GTs. I think the hypers should be fine because they got so much downforce at Copse and Stowe. Shouldn't be a problem at all. GTs maybe not so. People are still finding the limits on with this game, and this obviously this newly added track in the latest ELMS DLC.
Yeah, certainly it's great to have Silverstone. I'm not going to lie, I was pretty pumped when I heard the news come out that Silverstone was going to be in LMU because I think it's, for a pure racetrack, it is one of the top 5 in the world. It's a fantastic circuit. As we see, it's Leo Dreyer, sorry, my mistake, out there warming his tyres. Of course, driving for Mosaic. Good to see him out on track at the moment. And in the BMW, or the BMU as it's known. Interesting car, the BMU. Look, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I feel like they could be a little bit better. But hopefully next season they can really crack on and get the BMW up the front.
Yeah, they definitely have their peaks with this car across IMSA and WEC, struggling a little bit more in WEC, but it is such a tight field, and you are at the behest of some of the ACOs, BOP as well, as ever with most tracks. But Leo Dreyer looks like he's starting his, should be finishing his first time laps. Not the only person to switch to a BMW in these last few rounds. Also, Benefield, the man of the season, is switched to a BMW from the Ferrari as well, as I see that run through Copse as well. Pretty much, I wasn't paying attention to the frontal trace, but I dare say weren't lifting off like we do in the GTs. They run through
Definitely
now.
not. Let's go through Maggots and Beckett's now. You can just see feathering the throttle, just a little dab of the brake just to get the nose in. Look at that, just off the throttle there. And now as I head down the back straight, or also known as the hanger straight, towards one of the most important corners on the track, the Fearsome Stowe. How deep do you want to break in with a hypercar? Look at that, super deep, breaking into the apex of the corner, then flat on the throttle. Now down to this stupid section, into Vale and Club. I really hate this part of the track. The cars feel so cumbersome as we jump on board now. And as we flicker through off towards the best corner on the track by far, it's the one and only Abbey. Let's just sit back and enjoy this.
Is he going to go flat? Oh, he did lift out of it. I think it's fair. You know, these cars have got downforce, but not that much downforce. And Sean's other favourite part of the track, another wibbly-wobbly bit that is awkward and, you know, so awkward in these quite heavy cars. And still, with all the battery power, these cars are not very light, so they absolutely, you know, they feel like a concrete fridge in the slower speed corners. But a run down to the loopy straight, along the loopy straight, of course, where he made his name, did old Rondinella. He's going to cop that for dumping out of us tonight, sorry. And the run now into Brooklands and Luffield as well. A couple of awkward corners as well. I imagine it takes a long time to get that nose tucked in as well, but gets it a nice run on the exit. I'm interested to see how Leo goes along, crossing the line in any moment now. It is going to be a 44.05 for Leo Dry.
That's quick, I suppose.
So we have no barometer at all.
Well, 43.989.
We don't even have a hypercar real life lap to compare to, because they've never run here. As Leo is definitely going to call this one that lap off, to say quickly. Matt Nipper is P1 right now in the Toyota, but yeah, I was going to say no reference lap for hypercars because they've never run here. This is ELMS, so it's normally P2s and the GT3s. So I did look up the LMP1 time. It is fastest is a 37.289. We're not going to see that anywhere because the LMP1s, different league to these hypercars.
Certainly. So we're looking at one of the Enduro specialists, Matt Nipperis, in the fridge and looking very strong. He's currently in second position on the road at the moment, and that first sector was actually super quick. Oh, he's lost a little bit there in sector 2, so he's going to have to make that up here as he flies through Abbey now. Look at this maximum commitment. You just see there, was feathering the throttle just a little bit, just to carry that momentum, but not really lose too much speed here. Really working that brake pedal as well. This is where the Toyota is really good, punching out of corners that really can accelerate so quickly. Not bad for a fridge.
Not bad at all. With the Toyota, definitely going to get a bit of a revise for next season. It's going to look quite different. Still same underpinnings of the GR01. We're running now, final corner of Luffield. We don't really count Woodcote because it's pretty much a long sweeping right as we're about to come through now. And P2 on the board right now. We'll see how the improvements go. His sector times are not looking too hot. He is in going P4 in a 43.6, so quickly, yeah, times are rapidly coming down.
Well, Lucas Keys has dropped in the first position, of course he did. Here comes the kid in the Porsche. Lucas Keys, a 43.1 at the moment in the 963. Oh, really skatey through there. That did not like that at all. You could just see the front did not want to turn. Back here with our championship leader, Betterfield. Can he go top of the timesheets? Of course he can. What a lap there. Wowee. 42.7.
Absolutely playing the slots right now. Has hit the jackpot and already in 42s is for Benefield. The change of machinery is not affecting it at all. Definitely looking maybe a little bit hotter. I can imagine maybe the LMDHs are a little bit better for here because they got that better front end bite. They don't have the electric motors up the front. It's lighter. They got better turn in. That's going to be so critical through Maggots, Beckett and Chapel for sure. And now your favorite corner, Stowe, as he comes in, gets a turn in. A big slide on the exit. He's going round. He's going to find the gravel. It won't end his session, but that is a big surprise, I have to say.
Certainly is. I do wish in sim racing, though, if you do that, that's your qualifying done.
Yeah,
you know, like in real racing, you bring out the red flag, that's it. You can't qualify. As we're looking at Imran Zahali at the moment, currently in third position in LMGT3 with a 202.220. That's the Richie Beto number. 2 for 22 of 22. Looking very nice here. Imran currently in fourth at the moment in the Beamer. Of course, driving the Rossi livery. Of course, the only car in WEC that gets a special number. That's how big Valentino is.
absolute legend. 2 wheels and 4 wheels, really finding his stride. I wonder if he might make a transition to hypercar. He did test the car, but I'm not too sure. I think he wants to see his position in the GTs, and definitely a master around Bathurst. So I think Sheldon was really praising him how committed he is there, and he's saying, you know, when you're kind of used to, you know, dicing with death on 2 wheels, Bathurst actually looks quite tame.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a very good middle sector there. 0.5 up. So Imran's actually dropped the hammer here, and he's going to really see how he goes and see if he can move up from that 5th position. It's really important here to nail this section through Village and the Loop. You've got to be so precise with your inputs here and just maximise that acceleration down the loop straight. Keeps it nice and straight, Imran, as he heads off now down towards Brooklands, Luffield and Woodcote. How deep does he go? Oh, that's super deep. You can see the brakes lighting up, 800 plus degrees. And then a little dab of the brake again just to get that nose in, and then punch it out as hard as you can. And the M4 is very good at this part of the circuit. And we'll see what Imran does here. Will he go to the top? It's going to be extremely close. He does! A 2-minute 0.9! Great lap!
That is a mega from Zuhali. Almost, 8/10 ahead of the competition. I will say, quite surprisingly, I have seen Lawrence and I have seen Shady Samuel in the session, but they're in the pits right now. I wonder if they're thinking of doing a laps to first, but they are normal top runners in the GT class as well. No signs of Sean Jacobs right now, unless I'm a little bit blind, which is definitely on the cards, but definitely looks like maybe some newcomers towards the front here for the GT class. Let's just see how Zuhali gets on. 1 minute left as well. It is solo qualifying, if anyone's confused why we're not seeing any other cars at the same time as when we're tracking the cars. Everyone's got their own free space. No reason to worry about any other drivers.
Certainly, he's only 0.3 up on this lap as well, so Imran's trying to extend that lead here. Now, he's 0.7 to the good, so he's already pretty much got his hands on pole, but can he really set a lap time to really put the fear into the guys that are starting from the pit lane? Oh, this is going to be a huge lap. Through Abbey now. Lovely through Abbey. And then is he flat the whole way there? Look out, using the whole circuit. Then breaks it beautifully in a straight line. Clips the apex, lovely. Now to this absolutely stupid corner. I don't know why it's on the circuit. Flows so well, then you got to literally come to a dead stop. Now down looped straight. What do you reckon? You reckon he'll go quicker? Oh, surely he's got to go quicker.
He's looking on course for 3/10 between the first and second sector in hand. Be interesting to see, because I will say he was pretty mega through this last sector for the Wellington, Brooklands and Luffield on the last lap. We'll be interesting to see how he progresses this time around. Gets a good run. It's just a BMW. He just looks like hooked up. There's no small corrections, no small slides. Just turn in, power on. Looks lovely and half a second.
Clutch. A 2-minute 0.6. That is the definition of a clutch lap. Great lap, Zuhali. Great lap.
Mega stuff. With Mokhtar going up into P2 and the other BMW, followed by a pack of Mercedes for row 2 provisionally right now. Speaking of BMWs, Graham Hill. We've seen a fair few BMWs across the field right now. There's Graham Hill, another car. I think he was piloting the big BMW. Also from Mosaic Motorsports as well. Great to see those guys with their custom liveries. Nice with the purple accents, so it's easy for us to tell the difference as well. See how he goes. P3 right now, comes across the line. Looks like I'm seeing purples, but it looks like he's still P3 right now, just 7/10 away from Benefield.
Certainly so. It is Benefield from Keys, Hill, Niparis, Vitna, Dreyer, Packham, Karuri, Reinhardt and Gregory are your 10 in Hypercar. Then off in LMGT3 land. Yeah, there's some other drivers. There's Zuhali, Mokhtar, McCulley, King, McFarlane, Dryberg, Darbols, Busk, Smiles and Brooker are your 10. I'm keen for this race. Oh, we've got a request. Can the cameraman put the Aston on screen for some V12 hit? There you go. So
Not
All
too
right.
sure. I'm guessing I did see a Valkyrie out there. Not too sure who it is.
I know
Unfortunately, will be
Reinhardt.
deprived of the V12s.
Sure, it's Reinhardt in the Aston.
I'm sure we'll get round to it in the race, but we'll focus on the action at the start. Definitely a lot of being really interesting here. Every track is going to be tricky with multi-class, and just imagine Maggots and Beckett's. I mean, to be honest, sometimes those fast corners are kind of good for the hypercars because they can just rang it around the outside. Abbey's going to be interesting, and Abbey and Farm, your two favorite corners, the first tracks on the GP layout, should be very, very interesting, I have to say. I'm a little bit nervous.
So, of course, you are watching the Thermaltake LMU WEC series. This is round 6 from Silverstone. Of course, coming up after this race will be the one and only Split Red. So make sure you stick around for that. There are some ramifications in Split Red in regards to the finals coming up, which is going to be very exciting. So make sure you stick around for Split Red. And of course, a big thank you does go to Thermaltake for their continued support of us here at OOR. And make sure you go check out the website and all the goodies there, and for all your cooling and sim racing needs. And also a big thank you to simrigs.com as well. I've got a quick couple of questions here in chat. Is it possible to join a beginners league? Well, if you jump in our Discord there, Benjamin, and you can pop along and have a look at the rookie series. It's a really great way to get involved in sim racing, and it's really an education as well as racing. So Mitch Hobbs looks after all that. He does a great job over there, Hobbsy. So, yeah, just jump in and get started.
Yeah, definitely. We're still kind of new to LMU. We don't necessarily have an academy or rookie series for this just yet. We're still kind of finding our feet. But we are looking to progress further now. We've got their own servers as well for LMU.
Look at those lap times at the front there between Benefield and Keys and Hill.
Yeah,
it's the. I know. I just got a feeling. I've got this gut feeling this race. I reckon Lucas is going to absolutely send it. He knows he has to get out in front and just try and keep Benefield behind, because we've seen it before. What happens is Benefield gets out in front, and it is drive away, no more to pay.
He's definitely got the pace, and he looks to wants to secure, obviously, the Grand Chelem on the whole season. And I have to say, Lucas looking wily as ever, as he did in practice in the Porsche. Porsche's a taily car, is very tricky. And I'm not sure, do you want to do the honours? I'm happy to take it from Sean as we running on the line.
Let's warm up, let's get into it. Here we go, so we're going to head towards the line now. Benefield drops the throttle, and they are off as they head off down towards Cops now. And it's going to be, who is that? Is that Lucas Keith's going to try and go in the outside of Cops? That is brave. They're going to go side by side now. Down in the Maggots and Beckett's, 240, 250 kilometres an hour. But Benefield just sneaks in front, but Lucas is right there in the 963. These two have got out to a great start. Graham Hill there in third. Vintner, Nipper, CU5 at the moment. But it is Benefield leading the way as they head off down towards Stowe. Really important for Lucas Keys to get in the slipstream and try and keep the pressure on early with Benefield. He does not want to let him to get away. But Lucas doing a great job at the moment, but you can just see Benefield's BMW is just hooked up, and he's just eking out a gap slightly. Lucas really has to find something in these opening laps. You can see in the background now, it's a bit of a traffic jam. But it is Hill, Nipperers, Vintner, Reinhardt, Dreyer, Packham, Bushel and Gregory are your 10. Back up the front, it's Benefield leading away, 0.6 to the good. He is flying at the moment through Abbey now. You can just see Lucas go. We're back here with LMGT3. It's all kicking off 2-3 wide, of course it is. Got one of the Astons there, and then one of the McLarens as well. And look at this stuff. We've got a hypercar there stuck in the middle of LMGT3. That is Dylan Gamble in the Cadillac there. He is going to be having a time.
Yeah, I did spot the Dylan Gamble in the Cadillac, went for a spin at the turn 1, so it might have been a bit of a few bit of argy-bargies at the start, and tend to get on turn 1 on the first lap, where he's having to sight through the field, and obviously you can see quite a bit of front damage as well on the Cadillac. Just needs to get cut through cleanly on these guys, but it looks like it is going to be Zuhali still ahead of Mokhtar with the two with the Mercedes as well, and P3 with another BMW for P4. But Lucas Keys and Benefield have really ramped away ahead from Nipperers and Vintner, as they're under threat as well from Hill. But these two are really on the pace. Lucas trying to stick with Benefield as much as he can. can. He's been deprived of a win in the LMU series this whole season, as Benefield has hogged the P1 spot rightly with his supreme pace as well. You know, they're seeing Lucas definitely a lot more a lot more vigor, a lot more movement between the car and the transitions through Maggots and Beggars and the run down to Stowe as well. Slipstream not very strong in this game, and the straight is not really necessarily long enough for these cars to get a move done in the slipstream. It gets a good run there, you know, a little bit wide, a little bit squirrely, but should be a-okay as yeah, Benefield's starting to eke a little bit wide. And I didn't notice Benefield is on the red mark tires. It is a harder compound. It's the opposite of F1. Hard to tell with Lucas Keys because I think he's running an older livery, and therefore they have the old Pirelli, the old Michelin markings. So it's really hard to tell what tires Lucas Keys is on right now.
Certainly.
Oh, there we go. He's got a mixed set of mediums and hards.
Ooh, interesting. So there are a couple of different sort of strategies here. So Benefield's the only one on full hards. A few of the drivers have gone the hard mediums. Byrne and Nippers and Vintner are on the mediums. So we'll keep an eye on them throughout the race. Of course, the hypercars, as we know, cannot do the full 60. So they will need to pop into the pit lane. So I do see the strategy there from Nippers and Vintner in terms of the medium. But we'll have to see how they go towards the back end of the race. So looking at Lucas Keys at the moment in the Fat Turbo 963, doing a beautiful job at the moment. Great to see the Porsche up there. It's been a bit of a struggle for Porsche in WEC land, but it is good to see it up there. And hopefully it can win INSA next year and shut up WEC. Back here with Mokhtar, currently first in the Brazil BMW. Looking very strong. He's actually got out to a nice lead. 2.1 to the good from King and Dryberg. And there is Dylan King in that beautiful Mercedes, course, a tribute to the one and only C9, the greatest Group C car of all time. What are your thoughts on that, Ken?
Oh, I definitely am a big fan of it as well. Looking a bit matte in the game. I think I prefer a little bit more silver. It's starting to look a little bit like an original AC. But speaking of our leaders, what's happened to Zuhali in GTs? He was leading the field. He was in the Rossi BMW ahead of Mokhtar. And unfortunately, something he's either completely disappeared. He doesn't exist. I can't see him anywhere down to P20. There he is. Sorry, Zuhali in P18. So something's definitely happened. Something's definitely gone wrong. Either a big error or potentially a contact between the leaders.
I mean, look at that lap. 2 minutes 16. So he's at it. Something's happened in sector 1, 100%. Because, yeah, he was on pole comfortably. Ooh, is that a car facing the wrong way there? Looks, yep, I think it is. As we're back here with Dryberg at the moment in that lovely purple BMW. It really is striking, that colour. Just needs some sponsors on it, and he's having a big look here at King. He's going to try and go around the outside. That is a bold move. Racing room left. Oh, this is a fantastic exchange between King and Dryberg, but King holds on. But I tell you what, Dryberg is going to have another crack if he sees half an opportunity. Look at this LM GT3 field. They are line astern. Great racing throughout. And we'll see what Kill and Dryberg can do. These two are very close. This is second and third on the road. We've got 54 minutes remaining in the final round of the LMU WEC series, brought to you by Thermaltake. And of course, you are watching on OOR. That sounded like I was going to an ad break, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you're going to do the Kellogg cornflakes next. But I'd take any ad from Mr. Muller. I wouldn't be skipping those at all. But yeah, King really on the front now from Dryberg as well, and he's got this trainer McCulley, McFarlane and Brooker right behind him in the fellow Mercedes, and obviously the, I believe, DJR S colours of the Wilson Security Ford Mustang as well. Saw a few of these guys get quite spicy. I recall last time I come to LMU race, saw Dryberg, McCulley, and all kind of, it ended in tears at them in the Sebring. I recall one of them went home without a rear wing, and yeah, a few choice words, I imagine. But Dryberg, yeah, definitely on the pace. Mokhtar leading the way, almost 5 seconds to the good as well, ahead of King. It'll be interesting to see if Zuhali can recover. I'm not too sure where he is. 16th right now, so he has gone ahead of a couple of drivers so far.
Certainly, as we are looking at Andy Mack, currently in 5th position at the moment in the Big Bad Mustang, and looking strong there as well. Of course, it wouldn't be a proper LM GT3 race without a supercars livery on a Mustang. It's kind of like the rite of passage. And I'll tell you what, he's having a real crack here at McCulley. He's actually going to pull out side by side here. I don't know if that's the play down around that side of the track. That is bowled around Stowe. Oh, I've seen that only done once, and that was in ACC. I've never seen that done in LMU, but if he can break this nice and straight, he's going to be on the outside though. Can he just flick it across? He does. That is a brilliant move. What a move there from McFarlane. Stunning.
Top stuff from McFarlane. Racing room given as well from McCulley. That was hard and fair from both of them, and I would love to see it. But the other BMW coming up the inside of Brooker. That is really ambitious, though. That was really last minute. I'm not too sure, but McCulley is really on the threat right now, and is really caught awkward. I really wouldn't send it in there. Oh dear, they come to blows, and it's sent into a different postcode. Poor McCulley is gone. Send him a compass because he'll find his way back. There he goes with some damage on the front as well. But that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions lost, surely.
That will be very much looked at because that looked very awkward there. They were definitely nowhere near the braking and turning point. So I'm not too sure what happened there, but McCulley, I don't think will be too impressed with that. But our leader is currently Mokhtar. He is 4.9 to the good from King. Dryberg, McFarlane, Smiles, AU5 at the moment in LNGT3. Looking here at Chris Brooker, currently in 7th position in the BMW. Of course, with the bend on the side. Of course, a good little racetrack there over in South Australia. It's probably the only thing you go visit South Australia for. That and the Adelaide Oval. The rest of it you could probably throw on a tip, as back here with McFarlane, who pulled that. Oh, we've got Karuri in the pit lane. Now, is that a scheduled stop? Yeah, oh, there, that's either. That is damage, a lot of it.
Yeah, that's not the Monza specification, I don't think. There's probably an end plate's gone, everything. It's ready for the Evo kit, to be honest. As it's Harry Hosa as well coming in. As yeah, Dryberg's still behind King as well right now. But yeah, watch Harry Lawrence in P6 right now, in the FAF colours of the Lamborghini. There, right there, on the behind of Aston Martin. He has been towards the top of the field this whole season, and he kind of didn't do qualifying, and he's side through the field all the way to P6 right now in just under 10 minutes. Obviously a few helpings from a few incidents that we saw coming up to the next couple of corners last lap around, but he's really piling on the pressure right now on Smiles, who did have a very good qualifying, but the Lambo definitely, Harry Lawrence is absolute mustard, I have to say.
Yeah, certainly. He's been on pace all season in that Lamborghini. It really looks like he's got it hooked up as well. You can just see the way it's moving across the track. It's just hitting apexes beautifully. It's hitting its braking markers absolutely spot on. He's going to try the overcut here and see if he can slip it under the inside, but Smiles has seen that trick before. And will place that Aston in exactly the right spot and make it super difficult here for Lawrence. But I've seen Lawrence do this before. Now watch this. Does he double juke it? No, I think he's going to pull the nose out and then pull it back in. So he's probably going to have to just keep the tucked in and then maybe try before Maggots and Beckett's. That's when I'd have a crack. If he can get a good toe though, and you can just see the Aston's got some serious horsepower.
Yeah, definitely going well. I will say we can't see him right now, but I'd wager 10 minutes in we're going to see hypercars very, very soon. They're about 15 to 20 seconds quicker per lap around than the GTs here, so I reckon they're going to be here arriving any seconds now. I think I might have just seen one towards the end there. I could be very, very wrong. But anyway, Harry Lawrence still, chasing down the Aston Martin. Oh, look, she's got a big wiggle there between the Beckett's and Maggots as well. It looks like the Aston Martin's doing everything he can, and it is looking pretty solid right now, not letting the Ford Mustang get away so far. Oh, there we go. It's Deep Benefield in the BMW, chasing down the fella BMW. Surely we'll get him into Stowe, and they're going to have to watch out, these guys. At any move they want, Benefield will be going. And
where's Keys?
Where's the Keys? Where's the kid?
Where is the kid?
I'm still
We've
waiting
lost
for the background.
kid.
Where's the Proton colours? I'm not seeing. I'm seeing another hypercar. Kid's gone.
Oh no, we've lost the kid. Oh dear, we had ourselves a cracking race unfolding there, and unfortunately Lucas Keys in the Fat Turbo Porsche has had a major issue. Oh, that is a shame. That's a shame, because I thought we were going to have a cracking race. So not too sure what's happening. He's currently sitting in 4th there on the row, or on our timing thing. Oh, no, there he is. Oh, no, we're all over the shop here. What's going on? So it looks like the timing screen's doing ACC. Hang on, I'm confused here. Is that Hill? That's Hill in front. So no, Lucas has had a problem. Definitely had an issue.
I think we're lacking. So I think Corey was there with Vinton as well. Sorry, Nippers was. So Nippers fallen back to the back of the field as well. Still in the race, but going on. So there's definitely a lot been going on. Unfortunately, we can't really do the replays like we can in ACC, but we'll do our best. Yeah, we're on it. Glenn's on it. Shout out to Glenn. Oh,
Glenn's got those hams.
Cams.
He's got those hamsters working overtime. Here we go. Got ourselves replay. Right, this is Curry. This will explain why he's missing a rear wing. Oh, yep, that'll do it. Oh, there goes the rear wing. Oh, wow.
Popped right off like that. And weird, he looked like he just got wide.
It did. It just looked like the nose didn't really want to
he's going to find out very quickly he has no rear wing.
Okay, so we're back here with this battle between Keys, Hill, and who's that just up there? Is that Vittner up ahead in the fridge? It is Vittner. So three-way battle here. And you know Lucas will be super keen to get this done as quickly as possible, but these two in front probably won't be keeping too much of an eye on their rear mirror because they're battling each other as well. So Lucas is going to have to be really clever here and just think his way through this. And you can see Vittner just trying to break that toe there of Hill. We know the Toyota's not the quickest in a straight line compared to the... Oh, that's awkward. Oh, that's super awkward. Oh, God. What has happened there? Blue flag's got in the way, and it is absolutely carnage. And Lucas Keys is just going to set it around the outside. Of course he is. And the 963 goes, thank you very much. What a move, Lucas Keys. Whoa, Vittner in the background in the fridge and comes back onto the circuit. Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness, right now, I'm not too sure I can see what I saw in front of my eyes, but I don't even really see any contact between him and the BMW. It looked like he just maybe got things a little bit wrong, a little bit wide. You know, maybe don't have the downforce and the grip they were expecting into Abbey and Farm, and obviously the hard brake into Village. The GT car, I think, tried to do its best to stay out of the way, but not too sure. But thankfully, the other two hypers saw the Toyota skip across and didn't... get collected as well on that one. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not gonna second guess anymore.
Now, what's going to be interesting here is what does Lucas do? Because he's 14 seconds behind Benefield. So he's got second wrapped up. Does he want to take a risk coming early or try something completely different to see if he can just maybe force Benefield into an error or a slight mistake? Oh, he's ran super wide there at Stowe.
He had a slapper on the entry.
Oh, he just keeps hold of that. That normally goes in the fence. I've seen that happen so many times when it snaps on entry. So Porsche looks really twitchy, doesn't it?
It is a wild car, the Porsche, will say. When I drove it in the game, it takes no prisoners, and it will go around like a single-seater if it wants to. We've got a replay now. Thank you to Glenn. See now. So this is him in P2 right now, running into Megas and Beggars. A couple of GT cars ahead. He goes on the outside of the Aston, and Aston understeers and clips him. Oh, no. And there's a McLaren just having his own accident up ahead.
Can't be doing that. Oh, can't be doing that.
Yeah. He went round the outside. I think the Aston understeered. Yeah. Yep, it happened. Yeah. Multi-class.
We're moving on. So, now Keys now, he's got Hill there. Hill's not letting him go. So, Graham's really digging in here to see if he can have a crack at Lucas Keys. Now, it'd be interesting to know that Porsche would have a little bit of damage in the rear as well. And with these hypercars, they do not like damage at all. They're very aero sensitive, especially on the floor. A lot of ground effect and a lot of Venturis. So, yeah, any damage to it, especially in the rear or anywhere near those rear end plates, yeah, the car does not like it at all. And you can just see it's not as quick as it was.
Yeah, it's hard to say well for Lucas. You know, he's obviously not really been in the rhythm. He's having to fight with other cars. Obviously, at that moment, I wonder as well if that was a fair old spin at speed as well. Would he be gotten a few flat spots, which will just get worse and worse and worse as the race goes on? The optimal strategy here is like, while the car can't do 60 minutes, the tires probably can. But obviously, with a fuel top up as he negotiates the McLaren as well. The BMW will get past as well. Yeah, it's hard to tell for Lucas, and damage in LMU I found is it's a very grey line between being nothing and your car is completely destroyed. So sometimes it's a little bit unpredictable, unlike real life.
It certainly is. Real life, it's pretty simple. If you see body parts where your car isn't, it's normally time to come to the pit lane. As
Absolutely.
we checking with LMGT3 now, it is Mokhtar leading the way from King. Lawrence up the third now in the Lambo, so he's starting to make some moves. He's got King in front of him, probably about 2 seconds off, so we'll see what Lawrence can do in the next couple of laps, and hopefully he can really put the pressure on King and we can get ourselves a bit of a battle for that second position on the podium. But it is Mokhtar looking very comfortable out in front. So we are back here with Zahali, who had a big moment there. Was started on pole, but unfortunately he's dropped back down to 8th. But I'll tell you what, he's making his way through the field nicely.
Yeah, and overall, actually not that much time lost to the leaders. He's only a few corners behind, so 40 minutes ago, he is still definitely on the cards, and we saw the pace that he did in qualifying. We didn't see the pace from Lawrence, but still, Wedger, he's probably the quickest GT driver out there right now. But interested to see how that develops, because he is quickly. I will say, we did see King under threat from Dryberg quite early on the race, but it looks like he kind of found his rhythm, and he's keeping pace with Mokhtar as well, keeping him in that 4 or 5 second gap for pretty much the whole race right now.
Yeah, definitely. I just feel like Mokhtar's kind of controlling this race at the front, so he's not really sort of pushing that hard. He's just trying to manage his tyres, manage his fuel, and just keep it nice and straight, and just keeping an eye on that gap. If it maybe drops to that 3 seconds, you might just squeeze the throttle a little bit and see if you can open it up again. But looking very comfortable. The one I'm really watching is Lawrence. He's my money man at the moment. He is on the move. So we are getting word through that Zahali got a drive-through for a start infringement. That is the reason why he has dropped way back, so I'm sure that'll impress him. That'll really add to his sense of humour.
Oh yeah, and I think we've all been there as well, getting a drive-through from the game. I think that might have been for the whatever speed you're meant to be holding before. I find the pit limiter is the best way to hold the speed, but sometimes I have gone a drive-through despite using the pit limiter, even though it's should be holding the direct speed. It's game still, it's 1.0, but it's far from perfect right now. But unfortunately, that has set him back. But looking okay for strategy as well. I think the GTs can do 60 minutes. I don't know if there may be a little bit of management in there, a little bit of fuel save here and there. It might be a bit touch and go depending on the circuits as well. They have one type of tire as well for GTs, so don't worry about tires. Completely one set of Goodyears, no different compounds at all.
Definitely not. So we're looking at Hainsey here at the moment, currently in 12th position. Good man, Hainsey. He's just a nice, good. He's one of those old school sim racers, I call Hainsey. He just gets in, enjoys his sim racing. He knows he's not the quickest, but he has a lot of fun doing it, and that's what it's all about. And he's got that bloke Johnson. Here we go. Of course, Johnson, one of the. Oh, there we go. That's a huge moment. We've just cursed that one beautifully.
Yep. And Miles has come to a stop and let the Ferrari go past. I wonder if that might be a bit of an indication, a clear sign, a bit of a white flag that was on me. Did see him go up the inside, but it was kind of hard to call from our angle, I have to say. We got a Cadillac just behind him as well, so wonder if that one will go to Stewards. But yeah, same, a big fan of Neil Hines. Love it when we get him in the combox every now and again as well. He's definitely got a few jokes in him. Run down now to Megas and Beggars. Harry Smiles still in P11 right now. I think Smiles, he was further up the field, so he's drop back. There's all sorts going on right now with two different classes of cars. We all got even more to follow, as he is chasing down Smith as well. But yeah, Smiles was definitely further up the field. He was ahead of Lawrence. And speaking of, Lawrence is now back down to 6. So he was ahead of Dryboat. He was in P3, and he's gone down to 6 as well. So there's been moments as Smiles gets also close. I'm not too sure if he was trying to send it or got his braking wrong up the inside of Smith. But lucky not to make contact. We've got another yellow flag out there. It's all happening right now. There's been, kind of mistakes on their own, but there's been a few knocks and battles between the GTs and the Hypers. 37 minutes to go as well. They got a few more turns around the clock, so they all need to play nicely. As a Cadillac going on the left side, that's kind of awkward. And the Aston, he's right late. He's going to hit the BMW, and he's hitting a half spin. Well held.
Wow, that was awkward. It's one of those awkward positions there, especially when you're sort of on the outside. Oh, whoa, there's another BMW. What's going on there?
Oh, yeah, I think that was the same one, and Lucas Keys would have gotten a fright there in the Proton Porsche as he just went through. But yeah, I'm not too sure what happened. So hard to tell. It's it's all topsy-turvy right now. It's all a bit of a house of mirrors. And I think, Smiles, I think he was looking at the BMW coming into that village corner and then got his braking zone completely wrong. And thankfully, the BMW didn't go around, but did eventually do the spin a little bit later on.
Well, it's all kicked off the last 10 minutes. It was a very quiet sort of start, but the last 10 minutes, yeah, we've just seen a few incidents and a few off-track excursions. So really important to just keep your head above water here, and you can actually nag yourself a good result because quite a few drivers are just making errors that are a little bit unexpected. So looking here at Harry Smiles at the moment, that beautiful Aston. Definitely my favourite iteration of the Aston GT3 car. Oh, here's a noise. We might just shut up for a moment.
Meow.
Meow.
I had to do my best imagination right there, because unfortunately we don't get the sound, but I'm sure you guys will enjoy it on the broadcast. And give us a like button as well. I do appreciate it. Show your support as well for these streams. We appreciate it. And obviously, like Sean said at the start of the broadcast, Split Red will be continuing on after this in about 45 minutes time. Finale of the sprint season for these guys. And McLaren there stationary, I think, with no wing as well, as the BMW and Cadillac come seeping through. Definitely both going to the right side, going up the inside. We've got a replay now of Harry Lawrence. So, I was going to say,
Harry.
Swapper and finds the ground, gets it stopped. As he finds the wall, it's not stopping, and there we go.
Good save, Harry. Good save.
That was awkward. It looked like he had a moment just as he literally turned in. A bit of a pitch sensitivity from a mid-engine car. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, that's the thing with the Lambo as well. It's got that weird sort of, I wouldn't say it's Porsche-like, but it's got that weird thing. Once the back goes, if you're not really precise with your steering and your throttle, you're not grabbing it. It's gone. So it's a very quick car, but it is very snappy as well. The old Lambo, or as I call it, the Audi in drag.
It's definitely a few bits on it, that's sure. And soon to be replaced as well next year from the Temerario. Won't sound as good.
Yes,
for
true.
Sure.
Classic Lamborghini, though, comes up with names that we have no idea what they mean.
Yeah.
Well, it is a Lambo, so Temerario is named after some sort of bull, I'm assuming.
It's not the most evocative name, I will say. It does, I don't know, it sounds, to me, it may be named after a bull, but it kind of just sounds like, as the Lamborghini goes to the racing line, it's kind of what he's meant to do, and the lock-up there from the Aston does a good job to get it stopped. A little bit awkward. I think maybe the Aston maybe should have predicted the GT was going to take its line, which we want them to do. We want them to be predictable. And it was a little bit awkward, but thankfully they both came out of it pretty unscathed.
Well, that's right. Of course, in WEC, well, those are not familiar with WEC racing / IMSA, is the slower car actually holds their line. It is up to the quicker car to make their way past safely. So this is why you are seeing the LMGT3s driving the normal racing line, and you're seeing the hypercars go the outside and the inside trying to get past. So it's the real trick to multi-class racing. That's normally where you'll separates the good drivers from the great drivers. And the great drivers are absolute experts at navigating slower cars and blue flags.
Absolutely, and no shade to anyone else. I think that's also been a big part of Daniel Benefield's success in this series. The few races I have caught, he has been really good through the traffic. He's got the pace to give him those gaps, so he doesn't have to feel like he has to, go for desperate moves in the traffic. And it just works. It's tandem. It's it's teamwork makes the dream work, and that's the high level skill set. Great driver, I have to say. But I think a lot of drivers are learning. We're all used to driving one class. A lot of us haven't raced multi-class. Granted, there are sims like iRacing where it is multi-class, but to be honest, I think a lot of us, from ACC, we are kind of used to one class. And granted, we may have raced GTs and GT4s, but hypercars and GT3s, like these hypers are quick. They make GTs look stationary.
They certainly are. It's what the thing with the hypercars is. A lot of people don't understand as well is. They're actually we've got a 77 pit entry crash. Just double checking in the 77 is. We'll have to come back to that. But he's Austin powered it. That would be interesting to have a look at. But also with the hypercars, what's really interesting with the hypercars is they're so quick through here. Like through Abbey, they're just mentally quick, and they just feel like they're stuck to the road. But as soon as you get to here, they feel absolutely terrible and clumsy, and they just feel horrible. It's such a paradox with hypercars. Like, you think aero, they'd feel great everywhere. No, definitely not.
Yeah, and they're not exactly light either. They're a bit lighter than the GTs, but they definitely feel like they're a lot more sluggish. The aero doesn't work at that speed as well. They kind of they are designed for a certain set of corners. Obviously, the regulations taking effect as well, but yeah, it is awkward. And to be honest, like, I think once you master the braking with the hypercars, you can attack better into corners under braking than the GTs. But if you're kind of like if you're a little bit cracked like me and a little bit kind of lurk, because you don't have that ABS, you can't actually. The GTs can actually really kind of attack better into those slow speed corners under braking, because obviously they've got the electronics to do all the hard work for them. You can see Leo drive on the roof through here as well. Through Max Beggart's in P6 right now with Noah Reinhardt. Shout out to Noah Reinhardt in the Aston Martin, doing a great job like that. Hard to call where the Aston Martin is in terms of like in the field in terms of balance. We'll see a replay now. Is Harry Smiles? Is this the 77 that we heard about before? I'm not too sure. Looks like it is the pit lane. There's way too much speed.
That's it.
He found the edge.
Here we go. Austin Powers, cue the music.
Left hand down, right hand down. You're right. You're all right.
We shouldn't laugh, but this is
no. We shouldn't laugh.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't think he's smiling about that one.
No. Oh dear. You just gotta laugh at that point. You just gotta laugh and say that's it. Absolutely pinball his way off that small little kind of barrier on the left hand side. Never seen a car absolutely fire like that, but unfortunately an RTG as well. Oh dear. No smiles for Harry Smiles.
Certainly not. So we've got half an hour to go. We're halfway through the race. You are watching the Thermaltake LMU WEC Series final round from Silverstone. And of course, coming up afterwards, it is the one and only Split Red. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it is our usual suspects in the box, Damiano here and George. So looking forward to hearing all the action from two of the smoothest talkers in OOR. And might be a nice, relaxing sort of race for those guys, hopefully. Split Red. Who am I kidding? Seriously.
Variable weather as well, like we got in Split Green. It should be a very interesting race to call. We'll see what they get. Variable, the name of the game, but Kyalami is always a good race to watch as well, I have to say. But yeah, I'm not too sure right now. Benefield still 20 seconds now ahead of Keys. Keys up into that P2 position where he was before.
Yeah,
but we really had the pace to match Benefield, but not over. We're only halfway through.
Yeah, I think Benefield's just showing his quality here and his class, and you can just tell he's spent quite a bit of time on the sim and he's really learned the nuances of it. And I think that's the really important thing. What I've found with LMU does have a lot of nuances to it and a lot of little things that you just got to keep on top of. And Benefield's just proven he is a class above the field at the moment, as we're looking at Benny Vettner currently in 4th position at the moment in the fridge. And he has got Noah Reinhardt in that absolutely glorious sounding Aston. Sounds magnificent, the Aston. Sounds good, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to win many races, let alone get a podium.
Never know.
You need a hybrid. You need a hybrid.
Yeah, that's true. I think they stand a better chance in IMSA. They did take their first podium, and you have to remember, this car's only just turned 1 year old as well. Kind of just completely different philosophy from an actual road car. Aston, you have to get into juicy details. Aston Martin kind of actually wanted to join hypercar right from the start, and they really tried to get the ACO to bend the rules for them, and they still didn't enter anyway. But now that hypercar's gone popular, they want in, funnily enough. So I'm not too sure how this project will go in the thing. I think Heart of Racing is a great team though, and yeah, I think we'll see what happens. I think they stand a better chance in IMSA. WEC is, who knows, WEC right now. You know, usually, you know, somehow the Ferraris keep winning. Funny enough.
Oh no, interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it might not have nothing to do with the fact that Ferrari are loved by the FIA and you know, anything like that. Nothing to do with it. We better stop, Cam. We're going to go on a rant here.
Yeah.
I could feel it coming. Sweet.
We can swim. We're not afraid of heights. So you know, we you know, when our houses preferably weren't firebombed.
So on board here with the Aston. Listen to the noise of this thing. It sounds glorious. And you can just see, really interesting with hypercars as well, you can just see sort of the front tyre there, and it's all covered in as well, and that really is to prevent air escaping into sort of the wheel well. As I was saying, very aero dependent, these cars, and they're basically a single seater with basically a full body shell. Let's be honest, that's what they are.
Yeah, pretty much as well. Like, and yeah, the Aston does have a hybrid. It's called a starter motor, and as much, and or a starternator, as some people have heard referred it to. So it does fulfill the wishes. But yeah, they say it's all V12, all that glorious Cosworth V12. I'm pretty soon. I'm not too sure. Is that the GMA? I'm getting confused with the Gordon Murray Automotive. But V12 regardless, and I'm just happy it exists. I couldn't care less of what results it produced. To be honest, yeah. And I'm very happy to see it, and unlike the Lamborghini, it's going to be still around next year.
Yeah, certainly. It's and it's something different. I think that's the key as well. It's a unique take on the concept, which is, at the end of the day, that's what sort of is enjoyable about motor racing, especially the Mon, is different concepts and different ideas and how to get pure speed, or you just pay off the FIA like Ferrari did.
Yeah. We're not too sure how the future of hypercars. I think a lot of people are predicting that, to be honest, they might consolidate LMH and LMDH into one, basically just into LMDH, because a lot of the big manufacturers, they want to do both series. And granted, you can enter LMH. The Aston Martin is technically in LMH in the what's it called, in IMSA, but there's I think it's the only one. So who knows what the rules will change. I think they've extended them again because it's clearly a working success, and we'll have McLaren and Hyundai. I'm not calling them Genesis. No one knows what a Genesis is, other than an old punk rock band, not a punk rock, a prog rock band.
Genesis, yeah, good old Phil Collins. I can dance. That is my terrible singing voice. As we're looking here at Zuhali, currently in third. So, wow, he's made his way through the field fantastically well here, Zuhali. That just shows the pure pace that he had. It was just unfortunate he did have that start incident, which has really paid way to his race. But the pace he's shown to get up to third shows that, yeah, that car is absolutely on rails. Look, it has helped that a few drivers have had a few oopsies. But hopefully that is still a great drive from basically pretty much stone dead last up to third. Mega drive.
Yeah, excellent job. And looking on the pace right now, he's got 12 seconds, I believe, to fight. I'm not too sure if the gaps are between cars or just straight to... Yeah, they're between the cars. Yep, sorry. So otherwise, Howell Brook would be 1 second behind the leader when he's fourth place. Obviously not correct from me, but Zuhali, yeah, 12 seconds to King and another 6 seconds to Mokhtar. With looks like King has fallen back a little bit from Mokhtar as well. Yeah, the tyres might be feeling a little bit, you know, how the fuel load's going. I reckon we're going to see a few last-minute stoppers, and we're interested to see how the hypercars get on, because surely they're coming to the end of their dinosaur juice.
Yes, certainly. Oh, we're not hating on Genesis. It's just every time you hear Genesis / Hyundai, you just think of an XL. It's just the way the world works.
It's a bit like Alpine, you know, if you make one car, you're not really a manufacturer in my book.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all I can think of is a purple Hyundai XLP plates on the back, also known as a Void.
The takeaway car.
Yeah. So we're looking at Andy Mack, currently in 7th position at the moment in the Big Bad Mustang. And he's, just having a look here, it's 7th, and he's got Lawrence right behind him as well. So Lawrence, after that sort of moment that he had, is just trying to work his way back through the field. I will say, though, those rear tyres probably would be feeling a bit second-hand on that Lambo. So he's really going to have to not overdrive the car, but basically use his skill and to really get this Lambo up there and maybe sneak a 6th, 7th, but we'll see how he goes. So we've got currently 21 minutes remaining. You are watching the Thermaltake LMU WEC Series from Silverstone, the final round, which has been a thoroughly successful LMU series. Really looking forward to seeing how this progresses, especially next year. And I do believe we've got a summer series coming up as well with LMP2s. So I might actually dust off the old rig and see how I go in that. Knowing me, I'll probably do one round and get shits and jump back in the commentary box. But looking forward to that as well. And of course, Split Red coming up afterwards. Very exciting. Of course, we've got Silverstone 12 hour as well, which is very exciting. Keen for that. I am still looking for a drive. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, everyone. If you do want a washed up commentator, he is offering his services, but really keen for that. And of course, next year, our first Blue Riband event, it will be the one and only Bathurst 12 hour, easily the most competitive enduro in OOR, and it is actually not easy to get on the grid. You have to be a serious operator. Some of the times we saw last 12 hour were quite frankly ridiculous. So get practicing, get in your cars, get your teams organised, because that is going to be a cracking event. It always is. The week leading up to the OOR 12 hour is a fantastic experience, and highly recommend it for everyone.
Yeah, definitely part of our very own pilgrimage here at Octane Online Racing, and always the Bathurst 12 hour, and great to a little bit awkward there, but you get the message, you get the idea. But yeah, I got Thermaltake Sprint Series finals, the TT finals coming up as well, surely very, very soon. But
November 8th.
Interesting. November 8th, yeah. Not long, only a week after this one, so it's straight on it as well. We'll have, I believe, in 15th of November, the week after that, you said the 12 hour as well of Silverstone, the Enduro as well. And I believe the LMP2 series that we were talking about, the mini sort of series that happened towards for LMU, is going to be on starting the 20th as well.
Now, I've heard a rumour that the finals night commentary team, it is an absolute Barney Rubble at the moment who's going to get in the box, because if you are a passionate commentator like myself and quite a few of us in the commentary team, calling the finals is a bit of a bucket item list. So really keen to see how that all shakes out, as well as we are still riding along with Andrew McFarlane at the moment, doing a great job there as well in 7th position. It's looking very good. Pulled one of the great moves of the race as well. So he's doing a great job at the moment, as the Aston now is going to fly through with no Reinhardt and Abbey. Whoa.
That was quite silly.
That could have ended very
trouble, but that wouldn't fly in my book. You can flash your lights all the time, but you're arriving last minute. That's experience or lack of. They both did very well to come out forward facing and not on fire, I have to say, out of that.
Not on fire. Wow, that escalated. Jeez.
Oh, I can.
I didn't-
Well, you know, you never know.
Actually, that's what sim racing needs. More fire. Exactly.
Oh, don't start that. People will have like, you know, they'll start setting up their sim rigs at home to spontaneously combust with the realism.
Well, the one and only Michael Pickford, aka Pickers, he's if anyone hasn't seen his rig, he legitimately has a real fire extinguisher on his rig. It's a full, it's a full motion. It's a crazy thing. It's
for his the 1 or 2 races he gets to do a year when he's not volunteering his time to running the series as well. Oh, shout out to Matt Powell.
Yeah, love a full immersion rig, definitely. As we're looking at Ricky Packham at the moment in the Big Bad Caddy, and currently running in 6th position, doing a nice job there at the moment. 17 minutes remaining, and just making his way through some lap traffic there at Wreckfest. Ooh, I like that idea. Wreckfest 2's out as well. I haven't played that yet. I don't know if it's any good or not, but
yeah, I couldn't comment on it either. Yeah, I haven't heard much either, but definitely Wreckfest is always a great night. It's Ricky Packham gets on the inside of the leader of the GTs as well. The light panels on the side actually being very helpful, and you can see the number 1 on that one. A few cars just up ahead as well, and Bone as well, going not too badly, have to say. But Keys dropped down now to 25, so Benefield absolutely just doing his best with Verstappen right now, I have to say.
Wow. Put him in the max category. That's I mean, he's probably a much nicer bloke than Max, so...
Oh. Ooh. There's no Porsche drivers in F1, that's the thing, I guess. That's, you know... Everyone's on the Mr. Sean's naughty list.
Yep, pretty much. Especially if you're an Audi driver, because Audi's ruined Porsche's chance in WEC. So, and I don't care if it's VAG. No, it's Audi's fault. We're blaming Audi. So we jump on board with Daniel Benefield at the moment. Really has been the class all season, and is looking like he is going to clean sweep the season, which is a huge effort. Now, I have to test my memory here. Have we had a driver in a OOR series do a full clean sweep? Ooh, that's one for the memory.
I feel like I remember Page doing it once.
Yeah, Page is the first. Page is the one that comes to mind.
That old man who used to do sim racing and then decided he wants to sort out his life and get fit.
Yeah, I know.
We probably miss him.
We do miss Page.
Do miss Peach and the old big John Pierre Sneakers. But yeah, it should be interesting to see. Like, that's the first one that springs to mind. I'm sure there's some other ones in there. Obviously, it kind of depends on what's with Pip. Of course, like, how could I forget Pip as well? She hasn't done it this season. She's missed a round, so that's definitely not happening. But I think there's a few other ones on that. And hard to call. I'm sure Lucas has probably done it at some point. If he, and that said, he likes to last the first every round, so he sometimes kind of throws his. He's not really here around for domination, I have to say.
Listen, now, no need for that attitude in the chat there, Morris. Now, settle down. Maybe Porsche should sell more cars. Maybe out. Don't short. I'll get angry.
That yardstick rule is looking pretty primed and ready right now.
But it is. Look, to be perfectly honest,
they will be at Le Mans. They will be at Le Mans.
Yes, in the customer car, they will be. Unfortunately, though, I have heard. Benefield's in the pit lane with 14 minutes remaining. So here's our first driver to blink. And this will be a pretty much standard operating procedure stop. A little bit of fuel. And he's probably got enough time to put some rubber on as well. So just having a look at some of these numbers here. So a few drivers have come in at different times. But yeah, Benefield, very comfortable. I think Keys will be in this lap or the next lap. And I reckon Hill will be in as well.
Definitely just top up with the fuel. Definitely no tyres for Mr. Benefield. Dryer has to be in because he won't do another lap. case will probably be in next lap. It's usually about 3-4% per lap. As Benefield not on 2%. I'm sure they'll update quickly once he crosses the timing, being Leo Dryer. And there we go, in. And he gets in, gets it stopped. Like ACC, this catches out a few people, and I think he knows that he's come to a stop quite early. Yeah, he's played it very safe. ACC, LMU, that pit lane has claimed many a drive-through.
It certainly has. It's one of those pit lane entries you really get greedy. You're like, oh, no, I can go a little bit quicker and a little bit deeper on the brakes. And next thing you know, bang, drive through. So, yeah, it's one of those pit entries you got to be super careful with. The pit exit as well is a little bit dicey because you got cars that are absolutely flying through cops down into Abbott and Abbott. Oh, my God. Yeah, Abbott and Costello. There we go. We'll go with that. So, yeah, you got to be very careful and sort of keep one eye on your mirrors and one eye on the track as we're looking at Lucas Keys at the moment. So he has taken over the lead because he does owe us a pit stop. And we've got 12 minutes remaining in the Thermaltake LMU WEC Series final round from Silverstone. Oh, that was an interesting line. As using the whole circuit as Lucas Keys now. It's got a little bit of blue traffic in front of him, but that won't matter too much because that looked a little weird, didn't it? Oh, he's going to have to be real careful here because he might miss the pit lane. He's going to have to come right across. Whoa, that was close.
Never afraid to... Oh, he's...
Oh, no! He's gone!
Oh, no! Wham, bang, crash, bang, wallop. Another one has bit the dust as Lucas Keys pinballs through the pit lane. And I wonder if he actually got the car stopped as well in the speed. I think he was A-okay as the line's a little bit further along. But I was going to say, maybe looked a little bit hot. And we saw it as he Gmod physics his way into the pit lane.
Well, that's just testing the limit, you know. It's sort of, he knows that he's not going to win the championship, so he's like, oh, bugger it, we'll just test the limit and see how fast I can actually go into the pit lane. Turns out that was too quick.
I wonder if he's got damage auto-enabled and that's being auto-repaired right now. I think I wouldn't be too surprised if any steering damage from that one. You can't drive around steering damage in this game, that's for sure. This has been quite a bit longer than Benefield or Vintner's stops, the other stops of Dryer. So, yeah, I think he's having to do a bit of repair.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to sort of, hopefully he does get out and complete the race, but I wouldn't blame him if he goes, you know what, I've had enough. Here we go, got ourselves a replay here. So
much speed.
What's the rear? Just see, so that was interesting. So the rear actually snapped out on him. So we thought it was... Yeah. I thought he was...
I think he was just completely four wheels locked when he realised he was screwed. He carried way too much.
So he's coming in.
He's like, oh, crap. Oh, four-wheel brake.
Oh, yep.
Oh, dear.
It's fine.
It's fine. I love that this pit lane has that little jut out, unlike the ACC one where it's just completely smooth. I think Lucas is he wouldn't put the car back in the garage. So I don't know if it's still repairing. I'm not too sure how long repairs take in LMU, but Graham Hill, put it this way, was behind him, as now coming around for his stop right now. Yeah, I think there might be a promotion to P2 for Mr. Hill.
Certainly is. He's drove very well, Mr. Hill. He's done a really nice job in... Oh, that's not the way to enter the pit lane.
Just gets out ahead.
Nearly an unsafe
there because collisions do exist.
And we've got word through that Lucas Keys is getting plenty of advice from the TeamSpeak chat, which is great to see. Thank you, Mr. Gorilla.
Yeah, they see everything. That's for sure. And yeah, it's not too surprised. I wonder if he's actually still he's still in the pits. I think he's actually gone back into the garage now. Yep. So not too surprised. I wonder how much actual damage he had, and he couldn't live it down anyway. But no threat to Benefield whatsoever. Yep, parked in the pits. You know, Porsche's natural habitat now in WEC.
Wow. Unreal.
They don't even get this point. They're not going to even show up next year, but they will be for Le Mans as they ought to get an auto invite from the IMSA for when happening Petit Le Mans this year, or the constructors, or whichever it was. So they will be there, I imagine, unless they want to give up a free entry.
Now, we're getting word through that Donnelly had a bit of a moment at the pit wall too. So it's claiming everyone at the moment, that pit wall. Just
Must
see,
be the
it's
pit wall.
just got a little bit darker overhead. Nothing too drastic, but it's definitely clouded over. Oh, geez, wouldn't a nice little rain shower right now just throw a cat amongst the pigeons?
Yeah, it did cross my mind when we were seeing all those, close moments between the GTs and the Hypers. And I don't think we've had a wet race so far this season.
Oh,
and,
was that a Toyota? Yep, that's Vintner. Vintner's gone. So the fridge has packed it up.
Oh, straight into the shipping crate, into the bin. And unfortunately, Toyota's gone. Oh, look, all three of the DNFs are Toyotas. Oh dear, oh dear.
Yep, should have bought a Westinghouse. Unbelievable.
Nah, Smeg, mate.
Smeg? Oh, all right, bunny bags.
Bit of that Italian flavour. You know, it'll probably last a week.
So, Ricky Packham currently on screen at the moment in the Cadillac. Interesting.
Aston on a podium.
Aston on a podium. You wouldn't read about it. You would not read about it. So we've got a BMW 1 and 2, then an Aston, and then another BMW, and then the Cadillac of Packham, who you're looking, and Gregory in the Lambo. Good job up there, the 6.
Ugh.
Ooh, that was awkward.
It was a little bit awkward. I think not sure if the Mercedes was trying to take its line, and the Hypercar on the outside needs a few less moments, I have to say. But I will say I will kind of trouble Glenn to maybe I want to see a replay of what happened to Vin. Oh, there we go. I don't even have that. Oh, it wasn't the Vinter, but anyway. So see now this is a Cadillac, and bang into the wall. Another strikes at us again. 3 times a charm for that wall. Oh, it's absolutely picking up pieces there. Spare parts galore.
Isn't it funny? You look at Silverstone, you think, oh, there's plenty of sort of places to have a bad accident or a crash and that. No, it's the pit wall. The pit wall is the most dangerous part of the circuit.
Yeah, and there's that's definitely Glenn's at least 3 cars. They've all been hypercars right now. I'm sure. I don't know if any GTs have come amok.
Didn't we have a GT, the Aston? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Aston.
Yeah, we did.
So,
my bad.
Yeah, Harry
Schreiberg and McFarlane. Oh, just going all over there.
Oh, yeah, that looked dicey.
Reinhardt is looking good for a P3 right now. He's got the fuel as well. Benefield, I think everyone's done their stops in the hypercars, trying to sort things out. Doing a good job. Yeah, definitely a little bit of overcast. I'm not too sure if we'll see some rain. Maybe we'll enable it. And these two are fighting as the hypercar comes through. He will clear him into turn 1, thankfully. It's perfectly timed. And the BMW looks like it is ahead of the Mustang. It's Dryberg ahead of McFarland. I wonder if there's going to be any retaliation there, because I think McFarlane was behind Dryberg, so this is definitely him attacking. You see now and he gets it turned in, maybe a little bit wider apex. Oh, he gets a swapper, and he's going to find it. And rear wing's gone. Front to left is gone. Everything. You can try all you want, but I ain't going anywhere. Straight to the scrap heap.
Oh, that's an Audi fridge. Oh dear, oh dear. That is cooked. Yep. I would have done exactly the same there, Benny, and said, yep, I'm done. That was
a good couple of races, losing the championship by 1 point to Lucas Keys last night. And then getting absolute tank slappered at turn 1 there.
The sim racing gods giveth, the sim racing gods taketh.
Yep.
Looking here at Noah Reinhardt, 3rd position in the Aston, is a great drive. Really has got stronger as the season has progressed as well. He's just starting to get his head around this Aston, and you can just see in the right hands it is a very quick car, and that's the great thing about sim racing. It's why in real life a lot of these cars will struggle with BOP and all that crap. In sim racing, you can drive these cars that are perceived as not competitive and be competitive in them. And I think that's why we all love it. Except the Peugeot, because that thing's just useless.
I was going to say, unless you're the Lamborghini, you just...
Or the Alpine.
I think Alpine's actually coming quite good in real life and in this game, apparently. So, who knows right now? It's all a bit topsy-turvy.
It's strong in IMSA, I know that.
Yeah, it's not in IMSA, so...
Oh, not what's the one in the Honda? Not the Honda. Oh God, I'm getting myself mixed up. Acura, thank you.
That's it. Yeah, they're very good. So Alpine did get a podium actually in WEC recently as well. So looking kind of better. Who knows how to go? I wish it was still Renault though. To be honest, Alpine, you know, make one car, maybe two cars by now. Still not worth it. But yeah,
saying that the A110 is a good bit of kit.
It is a good bit of kit. Still haven't. I don't know what else they've released. I can't think of anything else other than the A110. But would you being a Porsche man, you'd have a Boxer of an A110, surely?
Yes, definitely. I would take a Boxer S over an A110. Actually, I'll take a Cayman S over an A110 every day of the week. And actually, to be perfectly honest, I'd take a Cayman GT4 over an A110.
Oh, and you know, if we're going to get to that, you'd have a Cayman GT4 M Manti Racing Edition over the...
Of course. Cool. In Grello. Here we go. Got a bit of a battle here. These two are still going at it here between... They are throwing down Dryburgh and McFarlane. They've been cracking on the whole race. That is a great camera shot. I love that shot as they come through the final turn there. You can just see the real attitude of the cars as they head down now towards Abbey. I love this part of the circuit. It's so maximum commitment through here. And you can see the Lamborghini now is just going to get involved in this little stoush here. Hopefully everyone keeps out of the way. Oh, the Mustang cuts right across Dryburgh, takes a little bit of a defensive line. That's going to compromise him and might have just given up too much of a gap with basically a minute 50 seconds. Oh, Dryburgh! He holds on to it, but that could be it. That could give McFarlane the breaks he needs. With this will be the final lap as they're coming up to now. So has Dryburgh got one big push in him, but I don't think so. I think McFarlane has held on, and that is a fantastic drive. Back up here. Oh, Zahali, he's nearly up to second. How has he done? That is a huge drive. And he's got King in front of him, a minute 22 remaining. This is going to be very close. If I'm King, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous, a bit sweaty, mum spaghetti.
This will definitely be the last lap though, 1:10 to go, and the leader is only just up ahead. Mokhtar, like that's the thing, like Mokhtar's done a great race, and he's not been able to really pull away from King. The gap has been also close. Imran Zuhali, we saw him at the King of qualifying. Unfortunately, came afoul of the stewards, not the stewards of the game in the starting. I'd be nervous as a King, but he's just going to get through half a more lap, another lap right now, going through Club into the Hamilton Straight and down to Abbey. You see, he should have the tyres. He's got a blue flag Aston Martin ahead of him. Hopefully they don't impact this whole fight. It's going to be tit for tat all the way to the end right now. This is not a spot you want to catch a blue flag. This is not the spot. Oh, well done to the 312. Well done. He's got a filter between them though. Oh, yep, that's hurt. That's hurt Zahali big time, but gets right out of the way. Well done there. Yep. I'm not too sure who that was, but that was a great bit of driving. Craig Busk there. Well done, sir. Hats off. In the Golf Aston, a man after my own heart. As looking at Zahali, he's basically got 2 turns to go. I don't think he's going to get this done. King is going to hold on for second position, but it's going to be Mokhtar that'll take the win in LMGT3 from King. Here he is, Mokhtar. Beautiful drive, and will take the W. Lovely drive. King will finish in second from Zahali, but Zahali really gave it a red-hot crack. Driver of the day in LMGT3, Zahali by a mile. And then look at this, Daniel Benefield. He has clean swept the season. Unbelievable drive, stunning performance, and a very well-deserved champion as well. 56 seconds to the good. He has absolutely obliterated him. What a drive, Daniel Benefield. Driver of the day, driver of the season in a BMW. Well done, sir. He did swap from a Ferrari, just saying. Yeah, absolutely. Come Ferrari, come BMW, come part-time all-wheel drive, or the rear wheel. He has come out on top as per ever. I dare say that's one of his. I think it must have got to be his biggest winning margins to date in this season. But an absolute domination, a masterclass, an obliteration from Daniel Benefield on the field this time around, as those two look pretty close. But they go coming line. It will be Hill and it will be Reinhardt. Actually, I don't think they've crossed the line just yet. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. We're seeing Reinhardt here running through the last corner right now. Lawrence, you meant to have a rear wing on that. But he'll get across the line, hopefully, and hopefully he has the downforce to get through that little corner. But no, Reinhardt does come across in P3 in the Aston Martin, and it will be Hill P2 with Dreyer P4 as well.
Certainly fantastic drive there. I was looking at Ricky Packham in the big caddy, and then Joe Gregory there in the Lambo, 6th position in the Lambo. That's a good drive. In the interesting looking Lambo, I wish it was just a bit more competitive in real life. I really do. It is a shame that it has dropped off and it isn't racing anymore, but it's good to see we can still race it in the sim world, and that's what it's all about. So it is Joe Gregor finishing 6th, and then Bushell, Gamble, Burner, Donnelly, and then we've got a few DNFs who all probably found the pit wall. But that is Silverstone round 6 of the Thermaltake WEC series run and done, and it's been a thoroughly enjoyable season. I've really enjoyed commentating it, and keen to get stuck in next year.
Absolutely right as well, and we'll have that ELMS LMP2 mini season starting November 20th. So if you want to come and have a go, I think you will need the DLCs for it. We might get a DLC for LMU towards the end of the season with either Paul Rick or Barcelona. Should be very interesting to see if that happens from Studio 397. But definitely tune in as well, and stay tuned as well for Split Red later tonight in just about 8 minutes time. But oh yeah, driving the day for me from Benefield. I think you inclined to agree on that one, but I'll leave you with the closing thoughts, Mr. Muller.
So first of all, big thank you does go to the one and only Glenn Germain for the fantastic pictures he's brought us all season in LMU. Huge thank you does go to our race directors, of course. You guys have been amazing. We can't go racing without you. Huge thank you to all the viewers that have enjoyed LMU. We will be back, but other than that, it's been fun. It's been a lot of blast, but make sure you do stick around. Split Red coming up with some big championship implications for the finals.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thermaltake Octane Online Racing Sprint Series Split Red Round 6 for Kyalami tonight. In the comms booth tonight, you got myself, George Sicanius, with my fellow comms partner here, Damiano Thurcolini. Good evening, Damiano.
Hi guys, Damiano here. I am looking forward to a Ottoman cloudy race tonight for Split Red.
Yes, tonight we have got a 60-minute race with variable weather. Over the last couple of nights, it's been interesting. One split had dry all the way through. The split last night, split green last night had variable weather, and that made it for very, very interesting racing. We'll see how the guys will handle it tonight.
Yes, indeedy. Cars are out in qualifying with 10 minutes in, which means 2 minutes have passed, and we already got a yellow flag down the last turn, look, it just looks like people backing up. Okay, yep. So these are their out laps, and they'll be starting their fast laps really shortly. Focusing on Zach Warren here, as he's weaving the car, getting a bit of room to start a fast lap, and a whole bunch. That's a lot of traffic. And we are told we're going to have, go on, say it, George.
The Wheel of Fortune, or the Wheel of Names. Let's spin it there. And here we go. Tick, 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 tick.
Commentators to win, commentator to win, commentator to win.
Commentator, yep. And we have got Chris Starth. Well done, Chris. And what has Chris won? He's won a Thermaltake gaming mouse. Well done.
Congratulations, Chris. Chris is one of our over 50 drivers, and I think he was driving in split yellow. So congratulations there.
That will make his gaming just a little bit easier as well.
Oh, absolutely.
All Thermaltake products there, which is all fantastic products.
Speaking of Thermaltake and all their cooling, the mouse has a lot of holes, so I think you're going to have a very no sweaty palms when you're gaming. Oh, I got a yellow flag at the hairpin at the top of the hill, but that driver is teleported back to pits. I think that was Sam Green, unfortunately, in the Mercedes. Still focusing on Zach Warren. He's coming through, leading up to, I got it, Le Coupe, turn 10, the hairpin. Really tricky corner, that one's completely blind, and there's a lot of faith in your braking ability and turning ability and making sure the car will turn in. It's a very scary corner when you have never done this circuit before.
Yes, we obviously with this track as well, that a lot of the corners can feel a little bit slippery around here. So the first times coming in with Patrick Johnson there with a 140.750. Well done. I expect that to get a lot lower. I expect that to be close to about the 0.1 tonight. You've got Ellis behind him by 0.18. Followed by Hignett by 0.465. There's definitely a lot more time out there. This track is a very unique track, and I think you've got some unique stats to be read out later about this track, why it's very difficult to drive sometimes.
Oh yes, my internet and ChatGPT questionnaire has gone very well. I've got some really nice hot facts that we can talk about on the formation lap as we watch Patrick Johnson scream down towards through Mineshaft, which is this corner right here, and leading into the Crocodiles. I find this corner pretty tricky. What about you, George?
Yes, definitely very tricky. There are two lines to take, and if you don't take it right, it's very, very easy for you to go wide. You understeer a fair bit, and yeah, you need to sort of prep yourself very, very early. But it is, look, I do enjoy it, but it is a very difficult corner as well. Here we go. Johnson's going to be going over the line now, and yes, he's gone into a 140.265. Oh, I reckon, do you feel like you're going to get a 139 tonight?
I do indeed. For Ryan being 0.4 off pole, so it's a 40.6. I think there's more time in there as we have Squires come through as well. And don't forget, this is the people's second flying lap, so still getting their eye in. Pretty much the optimum lap they're going to get is 3 and 4, depending if they've made mistakes themselves. As we see Squires return to pits, probably a tyre pressure change.
Yes, absolutely. A few of them will obviously go out there and do, say, maybe 3 laps there and change. Oh, nice and wide by Ellis there. Yes, he's pulling over. He's going to go back in the pits and obviously put another set of boots on there and redo his fuel. He's still got 5 minutes 50 to go. So he's got plenty of time there to get back out there and do another couple of quick laps there as well.
Yeah, probably distracted by his own streaming service there, I'd say. Oh.
Maybe. Who do you think your favourite is for tonight to take pole?
Oh, Paul.
I'll throw you under the bus on this one. Come on.
It's all right, it's all right. We're looking through the numbers. Who hasn't got a time in? Pretty much everyone's sorted. I reckon Benny Hingett. I reckon you could do something. Number 471 in Ferrari.
I was thinking the same thing. Thanks for taking that away from me. You know what?
What's your B choice?
My B choice. Ooh, it's going to be between Squires and Johnson. But obviously, after last week's race with Squires, he put a lot of pressure on Alice. Then had a very, very good run. He could be pumped to do another good run tonight. I'll go for the guy. It's in first place at the moment. I just think that the Bentley will get the time down. I just don't know how the Bentley's going to go for the full hour. That's the only thing.
Well, we're talking pole at the moment, so you're calling Patrick Johnson car number 50 for pole.
Correct.
All right, let's wait and see. We have 4 minutes to go. A few drivers are going in and changed some tyres around, I've seen. Ryan's been in, and Chalmers has just pushed himself up the list. He's now P8, leading silver class. And Jake A's car 720, the McLaren, absolutely flying there in P7, 0.8 off pole. That's 41 and some change. As we see Ellis pull aside, he's on his outlap, so making some room. And Taufik in for some fresh boots.
Yes, I just a bit of a shout out for Gaze, if I'm not mistaken. He's up from the rookies last season up there. He had a few mishaps last week, but it looks like he's got some pretty good pace tonight, which is good to see. Go, Gaze. I'm behind you, mate. I want you to do it.
Well, he's currently P2 in the ANG driving and in the top 10 so far on for poles, for quali. Excellent driving there because a lot different coming from the Academy Series into our Sprint Series. Everyone's very, very, very competitive here. As we go a quick run through, we have Patrick Johnson, Hignett, Squires, Ryan, Ellis, Taufik, Cardillo and Tia in the top 10.
Here we've got Squires coming. Look, down to mine shaft. He's 0.25.
Squires is on pole time at the moment.
Yes. He's gone into Crocodile. Let's see if he bleeds any time. No, he's gained a little bit of time. He's maintained it. He's increasing it. I just lost it a little bit. Just got a bit sideways.
Bit cautious through.
Cheetah, yeah.
That's it.
He's coming onto the front straight. I don't know. I can't remember that last contest, but he's gone down 0.25. This is going to be very close. In second place, 0.275.
Wow, 0.01, 100. That's a blink. That's a ping, man. It's a variability, and you're paying for that time. Hignett, we're still looking for a bit of extra time there. He's only 0.15 off. Ryan's 0.4. Ellis is getting closer to 0.5. And Taufik, quite a distant 0.6 off. As we are now looking at Ryan, let's call it 0.2 up. That'll just consolidate his current position. With 2 minutes to go, pretty much everyone on track now will get 2 laps in.
Yes, he's coming out of the comp now, and he's just going to try not to slide it in any way, shape, or form. He just lost a little bit of time, but he's still, he's gone down to 0.15 now. Let's see what happens when he comes into Crocodile, if he can gain that time back, get a clean run, not sliding it at all, get the power to the ground. Does he have that edge grip? Yes, he's increased it. He's going into a little bit on the grass. Does that hurt? No, he's going a bit of time there. He's actually increased. This is getting very close, getting very tough. He's very on here. He's very, very on. Ooh, this is going to be very close to... Yes, he's got it. 140.257. Well done.
Not bad. And as that Ryan goes through and selects the pole position there temporarily, we have Chalmers and Cadillo, the silver class drivers, in P7 and P8 flying along. And we're looking at Ellis now, I think, 0.4 1.5 up, going through the hairpin and heading down towards Mineshaft. So again, let's see how they go through Crocodiles, Cheetah, and the last corner, turn 16, Ingwe, if I pronounce that correctly.
It's close enough to me, better than what I can do tonight, that's for certain. Yes, he's actually taken Crocodile very good. He's actually increased a bit of time. How does he go through Cheetah? A bit of a slide.
Well, there's a little clip there.
Yeah, just let it know. He's coming out of last quarter. He's actually gained a lot of time. Very good exit. This is going to get him up a bit. This might get him into close to second or third. No, fourth. Oh, look at the gap.
Oh. My goodness. 1/10 of a second so far for the four top drivers. Excellent driving, fellas. Keep going. One lap to go. Push, push. On his 10th up, going through the Crown Thorn, Yoseki sweep, and coming up into Barbecue. Ellis is certainly on pace here.
He's definitely on pace here. He's close enough to do it. Can he maintain it? I'm shocking with these names. I'm very shocking with these names.
He had the previous few laps. He was looking very, very wild leading through. Was that the Sunset and Clubhouse corners, turn 6 and turn 7? That's where he's flopped over to Squires, and Squires on a pole lap. He was 0.2 up, had a bit of a rough drive out. And leading through Cheetah and Ingwe, last corner, he's getting an excellent drive coming through, 1/10 up, reading a bit of time, stays on circuit, last lap coming through, is going to get a little bit of extra time. He does, but still, and only consolidates P3. Excellent qualifying, P3 right up in there. Still few more times to come through. We're looking for Johnson, Ellis, and Tawfiq coming through. At the moment, we're on Johnson now. He's 0.12 up. Also on a pole time, coming through the top hairpin of Le Coupe. That's turn and exiting through 11, heading down to Mineshaft in P12.
Yes,
P12?
going
12.
Yeah, going into Crocodile. Let's see. He's definitely got a pole time up here. He's 0.1 up, so he's thereabouts.
He doesn't need much.
Gone through Crocodile. No, he's the car in front. No, that's going to hurt him. That's hurt him.
The car's off.
Can he get in the last corner in Ingyum? No.
Unfortunately.
He lost it all, unfortunately.
Oh, that's one of the rules we have in OOR. If you're on a valid quali lap, and you are objectively cannot be overtaken as long as your lap is valid, regardless of how fast the driver is behind you. Anyhow, quali is done. So, very close call. You had Patrick Johnson, which was, I believe, was a 0.01 away from pole. That's excellent. And looks like it's just a full overcast race as well.
Yes, that's right. So in first we have got Rayan. In second we got Johnston. Squires in third. Alice in fourth. Ignat in fifth. Warren in sixth. Tawfiq in seventh. Chalmers in eighth. Cardillo in ninth. Parker in 10th. And then you got Rossa, Gaze dropping down the list. Now, there's a few little stats here with points going. Obviously, Alice is in pro. Alice is over Patrick Johnson by 66 points. So anything can happen tonight. And we obviously the drop round makes it very interesting as well. So that won't get sort of sorted until the end of the race. So obviously, Johnson needs to make sure he gets a really good start and pulls away from Alice. In silver, Pete Chalmers over Stefan Buchtold by 52 points. In Pro-Am, you've got Michael Rosser over Scott Rochford by 26. And in Am, you got Ishan over Daniel Clark by 9 points. So there's a lot to play out tonight, that's for certain.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of close racing to be had.
Yeah, so who's your driver going to be for tonight to win?
I'm going to steal your Bentley driver. Patrick Johnson, the number 50. do I have a second choice? Actually, I think Squires. Ryan's been pretty good. Has made some mistakes from time to time, but I've also heard that Ford's always a bit iffy on the tyres by the time we get to the end of the stint. Ellis is a bit unfortunate. The qualifying, they were all very quick. You remember the top 4 was quite close. Benny Hingert didn't do the lap time that I wanted him to, so he's off my Christmas list. Sorry, Ben. If I had a second choice, I put on Ellis. Ellis being my second choice. Anyhow, did you want to go over the race format tonight?
The race format tonight is a 6-minute race. No pit stops tonight. Obviously, variable conditions. So, yes, the pits are open if people want to come in for tyres. At the moment, it doesn't show like it's going to have any rain. It's going to be an interesting race. Hopefully, look, I personally want to see a bit of rain because I like the mix of who will stay out on dry tyres on a wet track, depending on how wet it gets. I don't want to see it flooded. It's just a few people want it flooded, but no. 60-minute race. Pit is open if you want to come in and get fuel and tyres, but yeah, no one's going to do that unless if it's going to rain. So they'll be filling up right to the death, which is an hour race.
Okay.
So
here's a new one. Here's one I'll throw to. Silver class, the 3 drivers, they're currently in P8, 9 and 10. Who do you think in there?
Ooh, interesting. I'll stick it there with Chalmers. I think he's been pretty good there. He's been
the Porsche driver.
Yes.
Yeah,
I want to take the Porsche driver away from you because I know you'd go for him straight away.
Only because he's in the lead.
Quickly on these formations, do you want to give a couple of your insights on the track?
Oh, yes. Here's one I didn't know. The elevation of Kyalami is actually 1,500 metres above sea level. So that, if you always felt that Kyalami was a bit slippery, a bit of reason why. That high up, the aero efficiency is a little down. The name Kyalami is derived from the Zulu phrase meaning my home. The Crocodile's Corner was named after a farm near the old track. And this is probably my favourite one. The closest residential house to the actual circuit is down near Turn 2, which is called Crowthorne, which is named after a nearby suburb. It is 180 metres away from the actual circuit. So check it out on Google Maps. Yeah, that's a place where you want to be if you love your motorsport.
I love your work there. Love your work. All right, so they're all going to be called up to do double file for the start of the race. Obviously, Ryan's going to be controlling. I normally tell them to slow down to about 80 kilometres an hour.
Yep, that's right.
Some of the guys at the back there that are allowed to speed up a little bit before the staging starts to keep it nice and tight. And turn 1's going to be very, very interesting. Do you think will be a safety car quickly?
No. Let's see how we go. All right, here we go. Coming around the last corner, cars pairing up side by side like Noah's Ark, different cars there, it doesn't matter, a bit of crossbreeding there. A little bit of gaps there from the Porsche, drivers up front looking good. Ellis is looking very close up behind Ryan, looking for the green light, and it is about to go green. And it has gone green. Ellis has actually got a pretty good start there, looking for a gap in between Ryan and Johnson, who's got squeezed out, moving to the outside. Got Torfig on the inside leading into turn 1. I think he's going to have an excellent move through there, looking very tight. 2, 3, 4 side by side, really good. We have Ryan defending very strong against Johnson, going up through turns 3 and 4, and now we have Ryan leading into barbecue on that corner. Oh, and which is allowed actually Johnson to get on the inside of him. So Ryan coming down the inside will have the preferential line there. Also Ellis, who's made a move on Squires. So that's now we got ourselves of Ryan. Oh, very close. There was that a touch. That looked like a very close touch between P1, P2, pushing extremely hard. Weather is still dry and for the Optimum track. At the moment, only one car at the back of the grid, probably from a pit start. Leading up through the S's, everyone's going pretty good. I think it's all settled down now, coming up to the second most dangerous part with the opportunity on lap 1 is at the top hairpin of Le Coupe going through. Johnson staying very close behind. Ellis in P3, Squires close behind, and with Torfig made a few moves into P6. Now being challenged, actually it looks like Warren's fallen back behind Hignett. That's the purple Ferrari. He's got the inside line, but Hignett will have a better braking into, what's that corner called again? The Crocodiles, how can I forget? And he makes the move. This is actually quite a very neat start so far. Leading down, here we go, the diabolical, he's clipped it. Oh, Benny's got it. Oh, good reactions by Warren to get through there. I just spent ages trying to remember the corner called Cheetah, which has allowed Charles to get right on top of Warren as we finish our first lap. Oh, and then we do have yellow through the back at Cheetah. A few cars have got murdered and been murdered through that corner, unfortunately. And as we have, it was Ryan leading on lap 1. Good driving and a really strong defence.
Yes, very, very clean start. A couple of cars coming in, obviously,
pits.
Put a couple of walls. That's Rockford, yeah. He's into the pits
Gaze.
with, yes.
It's Tia. Rockford
yeah,
too.
Tia.
Oh, Rockford, that's a championship differential, and that's Hignett.
Hignett made a mistake too, coming in turn 2.
Oh, he's had. Oh, that's a yellow Porsche shoe. So that's not Viney. Fox. That's Foxtrot. So it's been a bit of contact at the end of lap 1, lap 2. Wow, so we got 3 cars, I believe, in the pits, 3 cars going off the circuit. So a bit of action happening. At the front, we still have Rayan getting under attack by Johnson, who's going to snuck through at Lecour, leading down into Mineshaft and the Crocodiles, which I believe, thinking that Ryan's going to have a better run through here.
Yeah, under braking, Johnson's trying to. Oh, they're side by side. This is going to be interesting. Are they going to give room coming into Cheetah?
Oh,
it's definitely not. But look at that. Everyone else behind him, Squires. Squires on. Ellis, he's gone on. Yes, he's taking the inside line now. He powers that forward. We're going to have good acceleration. Can he maintain it? It's definitely behind him.
I can't believe the braking by Squires. Sorry, as I cut you off. I was having a look here. Oh, let's calm down for my observation.
That's all right. Look, the Ford's got very good brakes, and look, we know that he's on a bit of a roll. Last week he had a fantastic run, and he's definitely got the bit between the teeth. He's going to come into barbecue now. He's going to try to get a run. He's going to try to get on the back of the action here, try to catch up to Johnson, get past him, and then try to mow down Ryan. Looks like he's actually pulling just a little bit of a gap, all settling down. So we'll see what happens. They've gone through Sunset now, turning into Clubhouse. And it's all about the drive into the S's here, just turning in nice and early. I know a few people that don't like to turn in nice and early. Isn't that right, Damiano?
I have no opinion on such matters, as we see Squires turn in very nice and early and clop a lot of curbs there.
Yeah, coming into Look. Hopefully I've been saying that right. He's getting a good drive. Yeah, they're just closing on Johnson a little bit. Ryan's just maintaining that bit of it. No, he's increased the gap to 1 second now. So obviously the Bentley's just struggling with a little bit of power to the ground. He might be getting it a bit sideways out of a couple of corners, not getting the traction down. Let's see how he goes through Cheetah. He's got to be nice and clean. Here's the replay. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Warren. Ooh.
That's behind Ben Hignett. What's happened?
Yes.
Oh, there's a lot of cars. Oh, that other...
That was the Bentley. That was Parker.
Oh, apparently there's more coming.
Oh
no.
He's not...
No.
Jeez. That's through the eye of the needle.
Jeez. You make me wiggle in the seat, man. Dodging it myself.
There you go. He did exactly what he stayed there.
There was a yellow Porsche still with Hignett at the time, so that was still coming through. Whew, that looked super, super scary.
But he did a very good thing there. He stopped, he waited, because if he moved, he would have caused chaos. He would have gotten a penalty for it, but he did the right thing and trusted the guys around him that would have gone around him without hitting him. So well done to Hignett there. Very well done. Unless the people like me probably would have put the foot to the floor and taken off.
Don't say that. Yellow flag. But it's a tricky corner because he was past the apex, and that corner turns in on itself, right? So you're not going to see the car until very late.
Yes, correct.
Oh, here we go. It's Holmes on Rosser. That's Kalem Rosser. Oh, that so twitchy, those cars going through the S's. I thought they were going to have a little loss there. Having a quick look at the weather, there's been no change. Still full overcast, often track. Very little wind, so probably no weather coming in. And 20 degrees in ambient and 24 track. Actually, very often weather for fast times.
Normally you'll find that the weather's a little bit hotter up here, and it tends to sort of get your tyres and brakes a little bit warm and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, you're right, optimum weather to produce maximum power of the engines and potentially get most of the grip out of the tyres as well. So they're having an easy run at the moment. So now we're on with a Parker behind a Chalmers. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't Chalmers, my bad. Chiritos, I think it is, Chiritos.
Chiritos, I'll go Chiritos. Please let us know if we've mispronounced. And just saw a message pop up that Ben Hignett has retired the car for tonight. So unfortunate last round for him. That was the Ferrari 471, the purple one that got turned around.
Yes.
Looking at the top 10, so we have Ryan on Patrick Johnson. He's got back past Patrick Johnson. Hello. What happened there? Johnson was in front by a second, and then Ryan's got back through again. Crazy. Squires in P3, Ellis, Torfig, Warren, Pete Chalmers, Cardelio, Michael Rosser, and Charitos holding at the top 10. Excellent driving, guys. A lot of guys hitting that dirt. There's puffs of dust just flying right up. So the top 5. This is going to be super interesting for the top 5. So we got all grey coloured logos. So we got a Ford, a Bentley, a Ford, an Audi, and a Nissan leading our top 5.
Yes, we're on with Cardilio. Look, this is an interesting stat as well, if you want to know. We have got, in the standings at the moment, Michael Rosser is in front of all the silver drivers. He's in 8th spot overall. Obviously, drop round to come. He's a Pro-Am driver on top of all the silver drivers. So, yeah, we need the silver drivers to pull their fingers out to jump a couple of the Pro-Am drivers.
Well, we could fix that by just promoting him mid-race.
We could do that as well. So we're coming down into the kink, going into turn 2. That always gets me. The kink is a turn, even though you've got to turn the steering wheel.
If you move your steering wheel to go around, that's a turn. It might be not a 90-degree turn, but if you don't turn your wheel, you're in the wall. So it's a turn. I'll argue that.
If I oversteer and I turn my wheel, is that a turn?
Comments from our pit reporter. Yeah, just lean into it.
Oh, here we go. We've got a bit of action here. We've got Holmes
Parker.
And see Rosser on Parker.
It's getting tight. So we've got Holmes trying to push through on Parker, trying to push through on Charitos. So we have a reverse driver classifications battling through. And not far behind, we have the Kyalami also catching right up to the crew.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Ankins there as well.
Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, the clown of Holmes had a strong look there. He's actually put himself in a bit of an awkward situation, which has allowed Kyalami Rosser to get really good close look coming down into the crocodiles. He's going to try and do an outbreaking maneuver. He's having a look. 3 wide, 2 wide. Race room given by Parker. Got a bit spooked there. Couldn't really close the door on Holmes. Going through, going to have a look at Cheetah, which I keep forgetting anyone hitting the dirt. He's going to survive. He's safe. That's Kyalami Rosser there. Woo, spicy moment. I would probably say very difficult to see the apex and turning point for there when you're that close behind someone. So good job pulling the car up and getting going. See the pen come through for Parker for that contact earlier on. That was against Ben Hignett, the purple Ferrari. So you got plus 15 there. Looking at the front, we've got Ryan has pulled out 2 seconds from Patrick Johnson, and looking here, we have Holmes on Charitos, BMW power versus McLaren power. 2 interesting cars to take on this corner. The McLaren's actually really good aero, so versus the BMW, which I think is a pretty good all-round car. And behind them, we have the slightly penalised Bentley, which is also a very handy all-round car. So it's going to be an interesting battle to watch this one fall out.
Yeah, the one thing I've noticed this season too with most of the tracks, it looks like all the front end, a little bit wide there for Parker, gone on the grass. That potentially might be a track limit there. We'll see what happens. Most of the tracks we've had this season suited the front engine cars, most of them. Most of the tracks we had, all 6 rounds, has front engine cars seem to have dominated, except for Alice, obviously.
I agree.
With the Audi, but most of the other splits, it's pretty much been all front engine cars has been dominating. Either it's a Nissan or a Ford or something like that. Except for the
I think
BMW.
Oh, there's a lot of spray kicked up. That was by Holmes, I think. Both Holmes and Charitos are pushing super hard, and Parker also having a couple of off moments. Yeah, just getting back to your comment with the cars. I think partially it's to do with the pro and the super fast drivers choosing those style of cars. Oh, here we go. There's Holmes having a look on Charitos leading into turn 2. Don't see any yellow flags going out. Got on the inside, driving up through and getting into barbecues. Got the inside line, and hello, the BMW's going to quick back. No, and Holmes has got through on, I would say, a very clean move. Well done.
Very, very clear. Now he's just going to put the hammer down. A couple other pens have come through. Gosling plus 5 seconds, and Gaze plus 10 seconds there. Gaze, the commentator cursed the Gaze. Sorry, Gazy.
I reckon that happened at Cheetah, so because there was a lot of yellow flags there, and some cars pitted early, including Gaze. So I reckon it would have been a Cheetah incident with people just being a bit cautious on lap 1 and a bit of backing up. Oh, looks like someone left the game. I think that was Buckerfield. There was a yellow flag that just disappeared. So we'll see the timing screen change and see who's left. So the 5 leaders are still stretched out their gaps, and we're keeping our eye on P10 here, Holmes. In front, he's got to chase down 3 seconds to Rosser. As we switch to Patrick Johnson. Looking at his race times at the bottom left, his best time's a 40.7 and his last lap was a 41.2. So half a second lost in the tyre evolution, but it's also 50 minutes into the race, so that's about where the tyres started giving up their performance cycle.
Yes, which one actually suffers a bit more on tyre? Will it be the Bentley or the Ford? We know that the Ford's very heavy on tyres, and the Bentley we know is heavy, but which one's heaviest? But we know that Alice with the Audi seems to maintain the tyres. I mean, we saw that last week as well. He came very, very strong towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
Just did not have enough to get past Squires. So he's there. He's not that far off. He's still in the mix here. He's probably just biding his time, waiting for these front runners to drop off a little bit. But yeah, Brown looks like he's pulled a little bit more of a gap. He's 2.1 up over Johnson, and Squire's 1.3, so it's a bit of a holding pattern here at the moment. Tafiq, we're about to see he's 3.1. Can he close that up? He's there about.
He was keeping up early on, but in the last 7-8 minutes. Oh, pardon me. His last 7-8 minutes, he's dropped off.
Yeah. Look, might not have the tyres right where he wants them in the right window. Maybe just put him out a bit or something like that. Yeah, nice and wide.
These guys are pushing so very hard through Cheetah. I'm expecting a little bit of death coming later on. These guys really, really going for it. Quick look at the weather change. It's actually going away from overcast and now going to partially sunny. I'm keeping an eye on the track temperature, see if there's any evolution there. Any extra heat, I think the Fords are really going to suffer.
Yeah, absolutely they will. But look, a bit of a stalemate there. We're going down here. We're looking at Ankin behind Parker. Let's see what happens and if anything builds up there. This is the delivery that you'd like. You said that a couple of times.
I do. I still like it. Something to do with the lines on the side. Just the lines on the side. I just like it. It's a thing. I like it.
Yeah, no, I like it too. He needs to get a good run. We know that.
Oh, let's get it busy now. So we're looking at Buckerfield in the orange. Oh, sorry, we're looking at Buckerfield in the Ferrari. That's the blue and orange car being heavily chased down by Stevenson in the McLaren, followed by Mercedes of our fellow commentator Sam O'Brien.
Oh, nice and
That's a
wide
kick-off.
by Gosling, yes. Okay, now they're going into the S's. They're, let's see if they can get it. There is always a very small passing opportunity at Leclerc. Let's see how they go through the S's. On the grass there, that's definitely going to land.
That's a passing. You called it.
Yes, decent. Yeah. If you make a mistake there...
Mercedes was having a big look. Oh, the Mercedes of O'Brien's having a massive look at the Leclerc hairpin. We're going to have an excellent run heading down. Buckerfield's under pressure now. Pulled out a bit of time. Stretching his legs from the Mercedes. Under braking. All pretty good. Oh, Jesus. See the Mercedes lurcher under braking? Insane. And behind O'Brien, when we have... So if we're looking at... Just behind the Mercedes, there's a Porsche there. Where did that car come from? Is that Viney? No. Hang on. So we're looking at Buckerfield. Then we have O'Brien. Then who's that Porsche? Is that a lap car down? Is that? Oh, it's Rochford. He's been lapped. Oh, it's a bad day for Rochford. Oh, Rochford had an unscheduled pit stop. That's right. He got caught in the first lap. That's going to have championship implications here because we got Michael Rosser only a few points in front. We're looking at about 30 points, I think. 26. Yeah, it is something bad. That's a bad day for Rochford. Let's see how we can play for the end of the race. And we're looking at Clark now in the AMP class. What was your news on the AMP class championship?
Ishan was 9 points in front of Clark. So,
okay, and at the moment, Ishan's not on track.
You see, lost early on because you did say someone dropped out. You did say it was Buckerfield or Rochford, but
yeah, I got that wrong. Yeah. Oh, Sam's gone deep through the S's, which allows Rochford to get a look through, heading up into the column. Yeah, blue flags, but as long as he can pull 1 second gap on Sam O'Brien, that's all fair and good to play with. So Rochford has every right to unlap himself in these situations as long as he's a good, clean passes and pulls out a second. But it's going to be challenging. But back to the
considering these three guys in front of him. Ooh, nice and wide.
Racing pretty hard.
Gosling. Yep, they've gone through Cheddar Nice. Going into Ignium, I think you call that. Now, let's see if okay, he's got a good run coming down into the kink, going into... This is Viney, I think you said it was, wasn't it?
Rochford, yeah. Under braking, he's got the brakes done. Look, he's pretty quick. He should be able to get these guys, and he's not really racing against these other guys. They should just let him go and just get on to do what they need to do. Yeah. It's a tricky one. Like, the Gosling just has lost a spot, which is allowed. Here we go. So Rochford's going to get the inside as Gosling's gone a little bit wide. So yeah, Rochford's making mincemeat of these guys. He's actually flying through like a hot knife through butter. The next car he's looking at is Stevenson in front, the number 100 McLaren.
But why is he going so quick? Because he's in what car?
Kovacs Racing Porsche.
I was going to give you the Porsche because you like the Porsche that much.
Let's look at his teammates. Kovacs Racing S23. Season 23. Yeah, I see that. Took a while, but I got there.
In the background there, yes.
Move. I don't think it was a late movement, just being a little bit of oversteer. Then we got Ryan's pitted. Ryan, our leader, is pitted. Did he go off? I didn't see a yellow on track. Oh, this is disaster. Just allow Patrick Johnson and Squires and Ellis to race into the podium. Wow, that is news. Going to throw it to the pit reporter to see if he can find a replay.
Did he go?
That is news. Oh, someone else is off at the last corner. Who's that car? 25. Oh, that's Buckerfield. Oh, unfortunate. And
20.
420. That was Sam O'Brien. That was the guys that were just
hang on.
battling there. What? That's Sam O'Brien getting going again.
Can we quickly go back to
Very-
Rayan? I
very
think
slow.
there was enough room there for in the pits.
Hey,
I thought I
Rayan's
saw
from
the
the
bonnet
pits.
up. I thought I saw the bonnet up. Yes.
It looks, I wouldn't imagine he didn't have enough fuel. Like, it's well past quali fuel time. Yeah, that time's well and gone. Wow, that's a turn of events. That's really shaken up some things. So,
Oh, Cheetah got him. There you go. Cheetah got him.
I can believe that very, very easily. I had him in a cheetah last
Here we
night.
go. Here we go.
So on board Ryan, that's going through mine shaft. This is through crocodiles. Everything's looking sweet. As we see the time in the top left, 3-second gap, no pressure. Excellent line, leading out of crocodiles, going to cheetah, nice wide. Oh, just the tiniest clip. And overcorrection. Oh, watch out. Oh, that is a great move by Johnson. Wow. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that bonnet's up. Look, can you get underneath that bonnet?
I think you can fit a chicken in there.
That's it. Oh, God. Oh, that's a shame because he was driving very, very well. It was annoying.
Parker's got a DT. Where did that come from? Was that track limits for Parker? No, sure not.
Yeah, well, he did go in the essence. He went wide before, remember, and I called it then. He must have done it.
Yeah. Oh, 4 times? Well, it's like turn 4, which is, help me up. That's barbecue. Then the exit of Sunset. That's another place you can get it. And then after the S's, you're right through there. Clubhouse.
You can get one. Yeah, you can get it at the clubhouse as well. I've done it.
Yeah.
If you go a bit
On
too
the
wide there.
Oh, another car off. What's that? 216 and a teleport. Oh, who is that? That's Parker. Oh, he's having a bad day. Oh, that's unfortunate for Parker. That's definitely going to throw his championship potential out of the way. So, Johnson, Squires, Ellis. So, okay, the Kyalami circuit and Cheetah is eating drivers alive. This is crazy race tonight. We don't need rain for content. We got Cheetah.
and you've got yourself and myself as well for content. There you go.
I haven't cursed anyone proper tonight. Oh, actually, I have. It was Ben Hignett. Sorry, Ben. That's on me. Yeah, rain back up on the circuit racing. Obviously, the chicken is finished being cooked and he's eating it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what you do, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely. So we're back with Johnson again. Squires is obviously you can taste it now. He's obviously
That's
second
something
on
new.
the-
Sorry. Cardilio is in front of Chalmers. Wasn't Chalmers in front of Cardilio? So that was a bit of movement there too as well. Holmes has moved up because remember Holmes is working through the pack. He's now in the P7. I think Chalmers has also had a moment. I don't know where, but he's dropped 2 spots. So that's an interesting one. Super close as well. Oh, look, it's close behind Michael Rosser. So yeah, Chalmers I think has had a moment because he wasn't that far behind Warren. Sorry, I interrupted. You're saying something about Ellis?
I was just going to say Squires is going to get the bit between the teeth now. You can see he's not in third now, he's in second. He goes, mate, I want that first place again. I want my second win for... as last week was his first win ever, wasn't it?
Was?
I think he said.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
So
first split
he
win.
wants to go back-to-back. He wants back-to-back. He's going to go for it. But having a look down
what could be better?
Nice tight gap here. Holmes behind him by 0.5. He's going to get a good run out of here. We know that the Ferrari's pretty quick as well. We know that McLaren around here is pretty good, but so is the Ferrari around here as well. It's not going to be easy for Holmes to get past, but he's going to give it a red-hot shake, that's for certain.
That's a very wide line for homes going into that circuit. Someone says mentioned from Samwise contact with Cardelio. So we'll see if there's something coming through, if there's going to be any pens coming through. Is there any championship implications with Cardelio being in front of Chalmers for silver class? Someone said Sam driving? Is he? What car number is he in? Hey, Sam. Flash your lights if you can hear us.
Or just put your hand out the window and just wave to us.
Yeah, or would you? Shows your hazard lights. We have to wait a few seconds because of YouTube delay.
Yeah, and don't flash your lights because you might get in trouble by the stewards as well. Because it's a rule, you can't flash your lights.
Make a pit stop if you can hear us.
Oh, you're a shocker. Cardelio in the standings. So look, overall, he's a fair way down. He's in 29th spot at the moment. There you go. He's well, there you go.
Not good enough. I need more. Okay. Down the main straight. Stay to the left more than what you normally do. That way we'll know. Love your work, mate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, you're having a good fight back from the battle. It's done really good. You haven't moved left yet. Oh, that's right. YouTube delay. Got to keep remembering that. At least I'll call. Yeah, good enough. I'll take that. Thank you.
You're on fire tonight, Damiano.
Mate. Came through Cardelia. It's just come through now. There's news. I'm just reading the chat on the screen, which everyone else can. So the implications for Chalmers is they may miss out on being in a race finals if he finishes further behind. And there was 15 seconds for car 86 for a dive bomb for a collision on lap 14. So car 86. Oh, that's Cardelio. Yep. Oh, so Cardelio on Chalmers. Yes, of course, because Chalmers is in front. Well, I wouldn't say of course, but because Chalmers is in front. But yeah, it makes sense.
And if anyone's just wondering about the finals, if I'm not mistaken.
New leader. My goodness, this is insane. I've completely lost it. Squires has taken the lead. He's half a second in front of Johnston. What's going on now? I'm really not paying attention. I'm watching more of the mid-pack. I thought the leaders had themselves sorted. Unbelievable. This bloody Samwise Holmes distracted me.
Jesus, it's out of control tonight. I think it's definitely out of control. Anyway, Johnson's get down to try to chase him down. I don't know if it was a mistake or just a Fennington pass. Look, potentially 30 minutes in, the tyres might be starting to drop on the Bentley. I'm pretty sure I've noticed over the last couple of nights the Bentleys do tend to struggle, especially with about 15 minutes to go. The Fords seem to maintain the tyres just a little bit more, but we'll see. Can Johnson keep the pressure up on Squires? Coming through into the S's now and coming up into the comp.
I'm with you, George. They're trying to remember these names of the corners. Just a notification: the track temperatures dropped by 1 degree, so temperatures are dropping, not increasing. So the Fords will probably be fine.
Yeah, I think so too. But look, Johnson's not letting him go, and he's definitely trying to stay with him. And look, I believe it might have been a mistake that allowed him through because he was close enough. He was like 1.2, 1.3 behind him. So
that's right.
Here we go.
You can call it.
Oh, calling it here. Looks like it's. That was in the S's.
Hey,
gone in a bit too wide, and here he comes. He's going. He's got the pedal to the middle, and he's going into.
I just took my breath in because he's looked like it's a very late defence, but it was good. Just stayed in the middle of the circuit. This is going to be an interesting one to the end of the race. I think they're equal pace, We'll see. Half an hour to go. Ha! There's another yellow. Yellow cleared. I was just saying that we're only halfway through the race and we've had this much content. You guys have got another half an hour of me calling this race.
Oh, Johnson just went wide again. There's a fair bit of dust there. He went off. He's pushing pretty hard to stay with Squires. I believe, I think this might just hurt him a little bit. The more he just slides it and goes off the track, might hurt his tyres a bit. Surprised Alice is sort of dropping off the pace a little bit. I thought that he might have been able to stay with him a bit, especially with the Ford and the Bentley with their tyres that may go towards the end. But we'll see what happens with 28 minutes to go.
Yeah.
But obviously, Squires is going into the comp. He's hitting his braking points, turning in nice and early, taking a little bit of curbs, getting power to the ground. There's no sideways action out of that Ford. Just gets very good drive. He's driving very well, as I said.
Yes, looking very smooth.
Yeah, he won last week, and I think he's getting ready to. I'm not going to give him the commentator's curse. Go hard, son. Go hard. Get your second win for the season. Going in the shooter, make sure you don't hit it. Nice, look at that, smooth.
Plenty of respect for that corner there. Going out wide to the last corner. He's riding the inside curbs a lot. I'm not saying it's a bad thing because the car looks very well balanced and he looks like he's in full control. Looking at his lap times below, it was a 40.9 and his last lap was a 41.1, so only half a second off. And a replay.
Rosso on Enkin.
Oh, Rosser and Enkin, and yeah, that's an oopsie.
Yeah,
could have given some racing room, but that was a lurch from way back.
Yeah, there definitely wasn't. He didn't have to give him the racing room because he wasn't beside him enough. He got there right at the end.
Correct.
So,
Yep. I can see the sun's out and we've got more. It's a nice, lovely circuit for sunsets if you're romantically inclined while you're watching your sim racing and driving. It's the atmosphere is really nice. I like it.
I didn't think you cared that much about me.
I don't. It's the sunset.
I was told you're a very romantic person.
Yeah, that's what my wife says, but you're not my wife.
Jesus. Like I said, the content's pretty bad tonight.
We have Chalmers under pressure by Michael Rosser. And you know what the funny thing is?
Yep.
Michael Rosser is leading Pete Chalmers in the championship. So we have the lead Pro-Am driver is leading in the championship from the lead silver driver. I think a little promotion coming at the end of this one for Mr. Michael Rosser. These two are going to be battling out for the honours of P8 and P9 overall. And also, Chalmers needs to, he needs to maintain the position to be in the finals.
Ooh, very interesting. Notice Gosling's in the pits as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's every time I see dirt kicked up there, especially after Cheetah, I'm looking at death. But these guys are getting through. So that was Holmes kicking up. Sam Weiss from Holmes kicking up some dirt, saying hello. Hi, Sam. I see the dirt you're spraying out there. Making it difficult for the cars behind to follow closely. Pro strat that.
Yes. Okay. So M. Ross's 0.5 behind Chalmers. Can he stay with him? Can he actually get a move done? It's not easy overtaking that Porsche. The Porsche gets very, very good drive out of all the corners. It's been a thorn in my side all season so far. Kareem. Oh, jeez. Holmes clipping a bit of grass there out in front just to get a bit of dirt on the screen on that Porsche. Oh, jeez.
I think the best chance for the McLaren to get past the Porsche is getting an excellent drive out of the last corner. And it's going to be challenging because the Porsche naturally will get a lot of good drives, so it's going to be getting close enough as he shoots some sparks up, getting through Clubhouse and leading into the S's. The McLaren needs to be close enough to get a slipstream to go into turn one. I think that's the best bet. And also, probably out of this corner here, the happiness, Chalmers turned in a bit early there. A bit more than expected. Getting a bit of wiggle on the outside. He's taken a slightly wider line. I think I think that's a slower line going that far around, but it's allowed Rosser to not get too close. The gap's 0.6 now, so Chalmers has the pace on Rosser on that lap through sector 2.
Yeah, the other thing that the Porsche's got on the McLaren is the Porsche's got better braking. The McLaren does suffer a little bit on braking, so there's a couple of things. Yeah, so it's going to make it a little bit hard. But look, he's both been driving well all season, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end there. I can see that Johnson's still 1 second behind Squire, so he's not pulling away from him at all at the moment.
What was Holmes driving extremely close down the pit lane? He's increasing the length of the track. He wasn't overtaking anyone, and I don't think anyone was leaving the pits. He's 1 second behind Cardillo, who's in front of him with a bit of a pen. So he's going to get that position back, which is the white car in front of the orange car. Interesting times. Interesting.
Talking about that one, is there a bit of, if you don't turn the steering wheel, you don't bleed off at speed, maybe he's trying to keep his wheels straight as possible to maintain as much speed as possible. Is that faster than just turning nice and tight on the bend or the kick?
Yeah, but you go offline there and you pick up marbles, and this sim actually emulates marbles. So, when you get offline, you brake and you just understeer, and it takes like 1 or 2 corners to clear it. So he's driving on the marbles, not sure why. Obviously has something in mind, making sure that Cardillo can see him coming in his mirrors potentially. Could also do not flash your headlights, but turn your headlights on like we see here with Viney, lights ablaze. Bit of damage to that Porsche as we see other Rossa coming through. Looking inside, that's a very close move there by the Ferrari. It looks like Viney doesn't have super confidence leading into the braking zone there.
No, definitely got a bit of damage there. Let's see what happens into Crocodile, if he can get it stopped, obviously, with a bit of damage to my head. There's a bit of a dive. He's looking. No, he thought better of it, which is well done. It's very, very hard in there. Going into Cheetah, getting through Cheetah, not too bad. Going to Ingham, turn the last corner. Can the Ferrari get good drive? See, Rosso can get that Porsche again, even with that bit of damage, you might have a bit of damage in the front, but that back end is just getting the driver on the ground.
Yeah, you don't want to damage diffuser.
Go.
Is the
turn 1 into turn 2.
Yeah, thank you. Turn 2. Appreciate it. A bit of aero damage at the front. It's better to have front aero damage. The car understeer a little bit and have a little bit low down on the top speed, but any damage to the diffuser on the Porsche, it's like even half a second, you can absolutely feel the difference in the car handling.
So they're going through Sunset now. Look, he's keeping a nice tight line. He's keeping it on the track. Going into the clubhouse, turning in there.
Judging by the lines... Sorry, just judging by the lines that Viney's taking, he's definitely experiencing a lot of understeer in this corner. Through all the corners, he's not taking the lines that you normally wouldn't be in a Porsche, which I think is going to let Rosso have a look if he doesn't get a good exit coming into some of these corners. He's a little bit wide there, a little bit braking a bit late, trying to maximise the speed into the corner. Vine will be feeling the pressure through mineshaft here. This will be one he'll get pushed wide here. He clipped the inside curve, saw the car bounce a little bit, didn't allow Grosser to catch up, but he's right at the curb here. He exits a bit shallow. He's got more room to use there, and he's going to give a lot of respect here. And he's well inside, and it looked like Rosso went a little deep there, and this is allowing the lapped Rochford to catch up to these two, so we'll see if Rochford can actually make a pass on P13 and P14 and unlap himself. So looking at the Delta times, so as we see the Viney's times in the bottom right, got a 42.3 versus 42.9. Not too bad. 0.7 Delta, that's pretty good for a single stint race.
Yeah, I think what's helping him, if you have a look at him where he was there, it looked like the car was getting powered to the ground, which is sort of nullifying any effect with Rosser to get past him, because he can get the drive and just pull away. So now we're looking at 78 of Chalmers.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, what's going on? The Porsches are all under the pressure tonight. What's going on, mate? They shouldn't be under pressure like that.
I don't like it. Yeah. No, I didn't give any pressure to anybody last night.
Except on yourself.
That's it, yeah. I set my tyres. They took it all. But here's something. So we have Pete Chalmers and Pete Viney being chased by M. Rosser and C. Rosser. And in the Geo's race, Chalmers and Viney, their team name was Pete Repeat. So we have a Pete Repeat and Rosser Repeat battle going on. I'm starting to feel weird.
That's good. I like that one. Was that their name in Geo Series?
Yeah, that's their team name. The team name was Pete Repeat. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, it was a very catchy phrase. I enjoyed it.
I thought that was very good.
Very creative. Squires has pulled out on Johnson. He's up to 2.7 now, and that's only been, what? How many laps was that? 3? Oh, here we go. Viney has made a meal out of the last corner, and this is allowing C. Rosser to get through. Oh, bit of a tap. Oh, here we go. Door to door. You got enough damage. You don't need more. Going around, trying to go around the outside. That's allow Rosser to have a better line on the inside. Let's see if Viney's going to have a look inside at Barbecue. Has a little look. It's a bit shallow. No, and pushing through and looking fine then. That's allowed Kyalami Rosser through. Excellent driving, which has allowed Rochefort in the purple Porsche, who's a blue flag car to these guys. He's going to try and make a move through to unlap himself. But the two Porsche drivers here are in the same stable house of Kovacs Racing. So we'll see if there's any team rules to hold position.
Yes, I reckon Rosser now that's got past. Sorry? Papaya.
Pit lane reporter says papaya rules, but only if you're not the favoured driver.
Correct. I reckon Ross is going to probably pull away now. You can see he was all over it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, with a bit of damage there, he's going to make it a bit tough to stay with him. So good move. Must have made a mistake. I believe he might have made a mistake through Cheetah because he was getting through there and he wasn't close enough. But then to get him, I reckon he might have made a mistake through Cheetah and he was allowed to come in and you give him to get a drive down the front straight. Let's see what happens going to Cheetah again.
Yep, go.
They've gone through. Oh, the bit of a tank slapper there by Ross. Oh my God. Straight, son.
I'll put that in the list of saved by Thermaltake. And speaking of which, we have a thermal overtake of the race, and we're going to start building up our thermal overtake of the year. So put your votes in. You guys know the channel, so any overtakes you think that are super duper awesome, put a link in. Can be from any race series this season. So yeah, that'd be really good.
Yes, like I said, Viney's not giving this up without a bit of a shake. He's staying with him, even with that bit of damage. He's going, no, mate, I want my position back, thank you. So he's not going to make it easy for him, and hopefully if he puts more pressure on Rossi, he might get a few more tank slappers and might get past him again.
Yeah, so the pressure is real.
Yeah, very real. Holmes is 0.5 behind Cardilio at the moment, so he'd be closing up nice and tight. But Cardilio's got a 15-second bend, so he's dropped down a fair bit, unfortunately.
I'm not sure if it's a pace delta, but Holmes is pacing himself, I believe. I think he's taking it easy because he's been pretty close for quite a few laps now behind Cardilio. There's no pressure from behind from Chalmers. That's 4 seconds. Probably keep an eye on it. Yeah, Cardilio's doing a 42.1. His times are very consistent. His best laps is a 41.9 and his last lap was a 42.1. So he only has a 0.2 delta. That's it's quite remarkable. And also in P6. As we say that, Holmes is looking actually very racy. Putting pressure on going into turn 2 and getting a nice clip on the inside of Barbecue. And I think he's going to have a run on him. Is he going to have a look? He's having a look into Sunset. Well, he's got the inside of Sunset. Cardilio's gone wide. That's a done deal. That is excellent pressure. Oh, no, he's coming back on him. Oh, racing room given. And Holmes has pulled through. That's an excellent overtake. Huge pressure there. I'll have to take back the holding position statement. That was not holding position.
Maybe he was listening to us, and as soon as he heard that, he goes, mate, you turn it up, will you? I'm going for this.
I think there's like a 3-week delay, isn't there, between my voice and what he sees. Oh, he's had a wide exit from the hairpin, which has allowed Cardilio to get a bit of a run going down to Mineshaft. He's going to have a slipstream. Is he going to have a look? Is Holmes going to defend? Holmes going to take the normal line? Holmes minor defense. Cadillio's going to have a look on the outside. That's not going to happen. Looking for the over-under. Difficult on this corner. And I think that's that position well defended as we go through Cheetah. A lot of respect. Oh, Cadillio's really attacking Cheetah corner, where Holmes was giving that corner a lot of respect, as I would too so myself. Leading through, crossing the line. We'll have a quick time on Cadillio after he got past. That time is irrelevant in the bottom right. Cadillio, same team name as Ellis. These two teammates at all? I'm not aware.
Oh, more. You're just full of information tonight. Here we go. What's going on here?
Oh, it's Viney. Hang on, is this pre or post? This is post. So this is after. It's going across. Good save. Yes, flirting with the apex of Cheetah. Eventually, sometime, one time in 10, he'll get you, and he got you. Good save, though.
The pressure that Viney was putting on. Pressure is key. You've got to put pressure, stay close enough, get them to make the mistakes. Now it's up to. Rosser to try to catch up again and get past. But it's not going to be easy with 12 minutes to go.
Ryan's in the pits again. I think he's aborted the race because he's 11 laps down. So he's no, he's 12 laps behind. So he's in the bar. he's watching the race, and
you got
Squires.
Yeah.
Hang on. Squires dropped 0.7 that last lap. Squires was actually 2.7 in front.
It was a back marker. You had to get past the back marker.
Okay.
He got past the Mercedes.
Yep. All right. Torfig and Warren have stretched a gap between themselves. Holmes has 12 seconds in P6 behind Warren. Then P7 and 8, we have Cadillio and Chalmers. Chalmers potentially chasing down Cadillio. It doesn't need to with that time penalty. And then we have Rosser and Charitos finishing at the top 10.
Cadillio is definitely not letting Holmes away. He's staying there or thereabouts. So if Holmes makes a mistake, he'll be on him again. So here we are. We're looking at Squires back onto Holmes. There he is there.
I don't recall any damage for any of these two, and I can't see any on the car, so that's good news. So no one's under duress trying with the performance. And behind them, Chalmers, only 3.5 seconds. Keep an eye on that. That might change. 11 minutes to go in the race. That's about 8 laps. So we'll see how this pans out. Track temperatures dropped again to 22. Ambient still 20, so still quite a comfortable race. This is what I found out from Split Yellow. Who was it? Someone commentating Split Yellow. They said in the last ACC update, the yellow Pirelli paint on the tyres is more pronounced now on the dry tyres, so it's easier to tell. And yes, I can very much agree. Can you see more yellow paint on the tyre walls?
Absolutely, and I did see it on. Oh, here we go. Holmes in. Oh, don't tell me he didn't have enough fuel. Surely not.
No, you know what he's done? I can't believe he's done this. I said if you can hear us pit, and he's pitted. You don't think it's that, is it? That is the worst commentator's curse. Oh my God! Oh no! He's written in YouTube chat at your command, boys. What's going on? Yeah. There's a short stop. That's fuel. He didn't fuel enough. Oh my God! What have you done?
9 minutes. That's very short.
What have you done? He doesn't do the over 50 racing, does it? Not enough fuel.
and now race around here with the McLaren, you need at least 110 litres.
That much?
Anyway, you need. Yeah, it does like to drink a bit of fuel, so anywhere between 100 and 510, depending on your pace. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, of course, you can get away with probably 97.
Yeah, that's
probably 95 if you want to push it to the edge. But yeah, wow,
it's not a fast car. That's why.
Yeah. Well, it's not on me because that was already done before the race started. I just want to point that out.
We won't bag you on that one. Here we go. Squires, he's pulling a bit more of a gap now. He's 2.5 seconds up. He's just put it into cruise mode now. He's just making sure that he doesn't put any unduly curbs.
I wouldn't say cruise mode. No way. He's pulled out half a second on Johnson, right? He's pushing. I think if he... Oh, that's Sam said he put in 100 litres, so driving too fast. Change your gears better. You're changing too late. You're burning
I
too much
told you
fuel.
about 105 to 110, didn't I?
Well, you did actually, yes. But that wouldn't have given you 10 minutes of fuel for 10 litres, right? Right?
Well,
What's
depending on
litres?
with my pace, it's about 110. But obviously, Holmes is a lot quicker than me.
Yeah, maybe what, 4 laps? Pit reporter says stay in third gear. It's probably been the whole race. Redlining the whole race, not changing gear. He thinks it's a CVT. Here we go. Yeah. Squires. So what I was going to say before was, Squires is driving really well. If you modify your pace, you're probably more inclined to make a mistake. So stay at the pace without overdriving. And he's already pulled out a second in, what was that, 2 laps? So he's flying. And Ellis also doing good times. Ellis had a poor lap last lap. He did a 42.4, where his previous best was a 40.4, so he's dropped a second there. Again, I think it's blue flag traffic coming through again. You're right. What do we got in the top 10? So we got looking at Torfig racing quite well. His race delta's pretty good. It's only 0.6. 6 seconds away from P4, but leading from P5 with 8 seconds.
There is
Warren.
there.
Yep.
In 5th, Cardilio in 6th, just coming out of the last corner now. But he has a 15-second pen, unfortunately.
But he stretched that gap on Holmes, so...
Well, it's not that hard considering that Holmes come into the pits.
All right. It's pretty obvious.
There's Chalmers in 7th. We got Rosser in 8th. Charlidios, sorry about that, in 9th.
Yep.
Cheritos, yes. Cheritos, and then you got Akan in 10th.
My favourite McLaren.
Yes, your
Looking
favourite
good.
McCain. No dents or scratches on that too. So, there's a bit of side
You
damage
sure?
there, I can see.
All right.
Yeah.
Bit of door banging. Excellent.
Door banging.
Keep racing.
They've all spread
Could you
out.
indulge
There's
us
not many
in...
bends. Sorry?
Did Rochford get past Viney? I'll just look for that number on the mini-map. There's Rochford. Where's Viney? Viney's still in front. So no. So Rochford didn't manage to get the overtake on Viney. Probably just holding station, being in the lap down. Don't know what's going through a driver's head. We will let him race.
Yeah, Viney made a bit of mistakes. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of mistakes, look at the time gap between Squires and Johnson. That's blown out to 3.7 seconds. And I think we've only last looked at him, 2 sectors ago. So go Squires. Squires' lap time, his delta is 0.6 from his best pace? So he's pulling a 41.5. That's excellent race pace. And Johnson did a 41.8 for his last lap. Interesting, but a 40.7 best lap. It's team name.
As well, and
So just special fried rice. Yeah, fried rice car. That's probably what it is. Yeah, I like it. That's excellent. I love it. Loving it. It's coming out through blue flag traffic. That's not part of it because he just called it. Oh, Rosser behind Viney. He's got a DT now as Patrick Johnson's gone through on the inside of some blue flag traffic. With that gap pulling up to 3.8 seconds. And the car in front that we see, that is Aidan Squire. So that's the gap you've got to find and fill and pass in 4.5 minutes, which is about 3 laps.
Yeah, he's at 4.3 now. So, yeah, look, I believe his tyres are starting to go now. We know that the Bentley's always going to be suffering towards the end of the race with tyres. And like I said, Squires kept it nice and smooth, not burning out his tyres and just pulling away, just maintaining a cool, clean head. And he did the same thing last week as well. So keep on going, son. 4 minutes to go. At least another 3 laps and you'll be home. All he has to do is get past a few of the backmarkers.
Just going to ask, does this have any championship implications for the Pro Series at all?
I do not believe so.
I'll just throw that out there. So you're checking that. I will commentate to what I see on the screen. So Russell will need to do a pit stop. Not pit stop. He's complete the drive-through for the end of the race. There's not enough time to drive that one out. Patrick Johnson is actually bleeding a lot of time to Squires. The gap's pulled out to 4.4. This is potentially letting Ellis come through. That's the second car that we see now, the blue and white car behind the blue and orange car. So this is Ellis that we're looking at now, the OnlyFans car. Car number 17. He's chasing down Patrick Johnson. Gap's only 3.2. I didn't see the previous lap times. And Taufik, a distant 6.7 seconds, but still a very respectable P4 as we see Rosser go through the pits to complete the drive-through. So finishing at the top 10 with about 2 and a bit laps to go, we have Squires, Johnson, Ellis, Taufik, Warren, Cardillo, Chalmers, Michael Rosser, and Charitos. Oh, and Ankin. Ankin, my favourite McLaren, liveried McLaren. P10? Number 10. Excellent. Loving it. And he's pulling some really strong times. 42.3. Oh, no, sorry. I can't read the screen. It's a 42.3 and a 43.2. Still some good times. That's not too bad for a Pro-Am driver to have that delta. That's excellent driving. Looking at the weather, it's not going to impact the race. We currently have 23 drivers on track. Everyone seems to be pretty spaced out, and it's going to be a case of bring it home. What did you find for the Pro-Am series? Did we find anything? Oh, sorry, for the Pro series, anything there?
No. If Aiden finishes first, it's not going to really affect it too much. They're still between, obviously, Johnson and Bruno Ellis, but obviously with the drop round, I think with one spot behind him, I don't think it's going to be affecting him too much. Even with the drop round, I reckon that Ellis will take the overall pro at the end of the season. The sun's coming out a little bit more there now. They might need to get their sunglasses out shortly.
Oh, yeah, going through, obviously, the corner called Sunset. In your face. That sun's hard. If it's gone down behind a mountain, they're fine. But up until then, here we go. And there you go. Oh, I can't see a damn thing. Oh, there's a tree. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that's generally how I go through there.
Pull the sun visor down, son. Pull the sun visor down.
Oh, that's when all the paper falls out, my sunglasses. There's probably a spare set of keys in there. Nah, I'm not doing that.
With the championship, Ross is in front of Rochford. He dropped out. He's down the bottom there, so I don't think that's going to really change too much there.
Down. Yeah.
And Pete Chalmers over Bechtold. And I think Pete Chalmers, whereabouts is Pete Chalmers? He's up in 7th spot.
He's still rolling, yep.
And
Bechtold's on the grid tonight. So Bechtold checked himself out, so that one's sort of sorted. But Parker is racing, but Parker had that Penny's. I think it's retired the car by the looks of it. I don't see another silver. So we just have Cadillo and Chalmers as the silver racers. If that Penn, Chalmers is going to finish in front. And you're saying Chalmers is already leading the championship, so yeah, I think that's a done deal. He's just got to bring it home. No pressure, with Rosser behind.
And with, I'm just having a look at Ashan as well. I think he's dropped out as well, has he? Is he still in the race?
No, it looks like he's left.
He's left as well. So that means it was only a 9-point gap. Ooh,
hello.
Park might take that in hand.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Okay, Squires coming through. The clock has ticked over. We have 3 corners to go. 5-second gap. nothing to prove. Going for a double. Squire's coming through Cheetah to play the highest risk moment of his lap. Excellent take through there. No chances taken. Even on the braking inside for the last turn. Takes it easy. In your face, Kyalami. Take that win, Aiden Squires. 2 in a row. You go, son.
Yeah, well done, Aiden. Well done. Nice driving last week. Definitely very
Johnson
nice.
P2. Bruno Wells third. They're finishing up really quickly. Torfy coming through in fourth. Pretty strong season for all these guys. Zach Warren. Yeah, it was a good race by Zach coming through. He's up there, recently pro. And crosses the line fifth. Got a little bit of time, quickly.
Cardillo to come in sixth, but obviously with that 15-second pen, that's going to drop him down. So net will be Chalmers, definitely be in P6. So Cardillo's coming over the line now with Chalmers. Oh, a bit of a fight there at the background here between Charos again and the Nissan. Was the Nissan? No, it was the
Nissan was
McLaren.
Ford? BMW, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Chalmers and Rosser, they were battling out for outright P8, P9. Let's see, Charitus cross through. Ankin come. Oh,
no, push him. Someone push him over the line.
This is not my fault. This is not.
No, he's got the bit of downhill. He's got to get it downhill. Watch him, gentlemen.
That's a blue banner. He's losing. Oh, he's going through. There's Brickley, Viney have gone through. Stevens has gone through. Holmes is...
There he goes. He's just made it in quarter.
Congratulations. As we see Gaze coming through for a small penalty with Chris Rosso, who also had the drive through coming through in P16. Wow. Well, that's more pretty spicy for a dry race. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was good. I'll give you the honours, the final one for the season, if you want to call them out for us.
All right. You ever think of your driver of the day? I've already got mine chosen. We'll see if we got the same or not. So, final results. We have Squires for his second win over Patrick Johnson and Bruno Ellis. And with Silver Class, we have Chalmers, Cadillo and Parker. Nice win for the Porsche. Thank you. Pro-Am, we have Michael Rossard, Charitos and Ankin. And Am Class, we have filled out Buckerfield, Clark and Urshan. There we go. And rain. We got rain in 30. Finally. Finally. Alrighty. That was a good race, guys. Good call, George. That was excellent fun. So a lot of activity happening there. And yeah, cheetah bites. So, who's your driver today?
Ooh. Look, we'll go with Squires. He obviously had to battle the front. Ryan got past him, obviously, with Johnson. He had to just be patient. And look, he just commanded. He just did it very easily. No risk-taking. Congratulations to him. So I'll go for Squires. Yourself?
Yeah, I'll go Squires as well. He made the least amount of mistakes. Pace was excellent all through the race. Qualified very well. And backing up a win to have a higher high. Well done, man. It's taking out to the end of the season. That's a great way to finish it off. Well done.
All right.
And I think that's it. Quick shout out, everyone. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, we have a double header final series. We have 2 races in one night on Saturday evening. Top 24, once everything gets sorted out, emails and invitations will be sent for the finals. Come join us there. Thanks again to Thermaltake for our sponsor for tonight. Everyone mostly kept cool except for Cheetah, which was the coolest cat of them all. Oh, I can't believe I did that. That's so awesome. Thank you, George, and thank you, Glenn, for the broadcast.
Yeah, thank you, Damien, for putting up with you this season. You too, Glenn, for putting up with me. Well done on all the info that you've been putting on the screen for us, and it's been a pleasure, and hopefully I can hook up with you guys again next season.
Right, that's it. Thank you.
All right, good night. Bye.